And hello, everybody. Hello, hello. How is everyone doing? Look at you folks popping in here already. Chris and I were nervous that it wasn't going to work because for some reason the live wasn't showing up on YouTube for some odd reason. So I don't know what was up with that, but I think it was just a glitch with our computers. But welcome, everybody. I'm Jeffrey. This is Old Hadley Vintage, and I'm so glad to have you guys back. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday, no matter what you celebrated. Um, Virginia, I just see Virginia says cold. Yes, absolutely cold. It is freezing up here in Massachusetts. This morning I woke up to 5 degrees because I have one of those echo devices in my room, and I usually ask it in the morning, "What's the temperature outside?" 5 degrees, and all I wanted to do was just curl right back into bed. It was so cold, but I was like, "No, I got to work today, unfortunately." So. Hello, everybody. Let's see who we have here. We have Sandra Fish. Hello, Denise Magical Emporium. Hello, hon. How are you, Denise? Um, I see Valerie Beckage. Hi, Valerie. Yeah, and Virginia. Hello. I see Lynn Fogel. Hi. I see Bill. Hello there. And I see Mary Beth. Hello. Joan Plavier. Hello. Judy Coggins. Hello. Let's see. We got Sherry Howard in. Hello, Sherry.
How
I
is
see Heather
our
Gibbs.
audio
What's the
sound?
matter?
No, I'm
Does
asking
our
how
audio
is,
sound okay, guys?
and remember, there's a delay, so
Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay tonight because Chris is at his home with Toby and I'm at my house. So, yeah, so if there's any echoes or anything, let us know.
I don't
So,
hear any echo. I just want to make sure the
yep.
sound's good.
All right. Hello, Mark from Arkansas. Mark
Yep,
from the Ark. How are you, Mark? Good to have you, bud.
I'm loud. Okay, thanks, Bill.
Dreamboat Annie, hello. How are you, Ann? Joan Smith, hello. Cindy, how are ya?
Okay.
You're
Uh,
not seeing me? Chris is very loud, and Cindy said she's not seeing me. Are you guys
mm,
not seeing me at all?
no, you're showing up on the stream.
Okay. I don't know. Cindy, check your settings. I don't know. Everybody else sees me. I don't know.
I just
I
adjusted
don't
my
know, my
audio too.
dear.
Perfect. All right, thank you, Karen.
Chris lowered his audio. It should be a little bit easier now,
Yep.
or a little bit lower now.
Yeah, we've been having some issues over the past couple times we've done the show where settings are
I know.
reverted, you know?
Yeah, every time we end a segment, like anytime we end a show and then we come back, the next time we do it, everything's like all reset. I don't know
Yeah,
what's
it's
going
weird.
on. Something weird's
Very
going on.
odd. Mm-hmm.
Amy said her phone's gonna die, but watching on the TV. Okay. Hi, Amy. Hi, Harvey. I don't know if Harvey's watching too. Hi, Harvey. Sharon Hawthorne. Hello. 61 there tonight with a blizzard coming. 61 with a blizzard? I'd settle for the 61 part.
Yeah, no kidding.
NC Coast fan, how are you? Good to see everybody here. Oh yeah, there's Harvey. Okay, I'm just scrolling back up. All right, I think I got everybody. If I missed anybody, forgive me. Welcome in. I'm so glad to have you guys here. There's the two old guys. Hey, Mark and Mike. How are you guys? I know you guys had a show tonight. I just didn't have a chance. I came home from work at 5 and guys, I was dying for chili because it was so cold. So I quickly came home, made chili, went upstairs, showered, got ready for this. And I literally just sat down at like quarter of 8. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like beat. I'm like so wiped. So normally I pop in. So, oh, good. I'm glad you guys are good. Oh, I love you guys. Kathy Ficarata. Hi, Kathy. Yeah, we're digging out of snow here too. Probably not as much as you have out there. Yup. Let's see who we have here. Wag's Little Variety. Hello, welcome in. Your name is new to me, unless you change your name. Now, some people change their names, but you seemed new to me, so I am going to say welcome in for the first time, Wag's Little Variety. I love that name. Good to see some new folks in here. I really appreciate it. If you guys are not subscribed already and you're watching, feel free. Looks like we got 77 folks. I notice that sometimes I will, like, when I check my algorithm through the studio. I know some people that watch, but they're not subscribed. So if you're not already subscribed, definitely subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to bring my channel up a little bit higher. Trying to get closer to that 2,000 mark because Chris said he's going to post something about me singing. I don't know about that, but I don't know if you guys want to see me singing. Well, anywho, um,
I
Duro
actually,
Memories, welcome in.
I
You're
actually,
definitely new to me. That name doesn't ring. You guys might have been in the lurker lounge, but maybe I just haven't seen you in the chat. But welcome in. Good to see you. So happy to have you here. Elena Cunningham, hello. Welcome in, everybody. Hey D, how you doing? D, how you doing, girl? How are
uh,
you, my sweetheart? Oh, my D.
Jeff, how
Mwah.
many items do we have today?
How many items tonight? Okay, so I do have three giveaways. If you
Because I
guys are
don't
going to
know.
get to that question, I know you guys are. I'm going to have some giveaways tonight. And tonight I have, we're not going to go too long. I think I only have 22, 23 items, like 23 items. So not a
Okay.
lot, not a super ton. So,
All right.
average. So we should be done probably by, I would say, probably like 10, 15, somewhere around there. So you're awesome. Good. I'm glad. I'm sure your Christmas was awesome, D, with the little ones. Oh, Christmas through kids' eyes. There's nothing better. I'm telling you. Yep. Yep. Thank you. Thank you, Harvey, so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, if you guys are already subscribed and you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do that for me. I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's great. No, Heidi, Toby's at Chris's house. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, Chris is at Toby's house. Yeah, Toby's
Other,
at Chris's house. Yes.
yes,
Chris is at Toby's house.
I'm in the 1921 bungalow.
Yes, he's at the 1921 bungalow. Yes. Yes. And if you guys didn't know that, Chris lives in a bungalow too. It seems like a lot of people live in bungalows. He has a 1921 bungalow. Pardon me while I have my coffee, guys. I just finished my supper, so I always like coffee after my dinner. So, well, anyway, welcome in, guys. Looks like we got 90 folks here. Welcome. So glad to have you guys here. If you haven't already thumbed up the video, please do that. Um, now, my show tonight, the sale is going to be all offer ups. We're going to start at a specific price and we're going to go up from there. If you're new and you haven't bid in my channel before, all you have to do is put your bids in the chat. So Chris is going to put the start price in. That when I say the start, he's going to type it in the chat. After that, you guys can start bidding. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about the item. Then I'm going to count it down from 10 to 1. And I'm going to say stop. Chris is going to then put the stop in the chat. He's going to allow a little bit for the lag because there's a lag between me doing it live and YouTube. So he's watching a YouTube feed as well to make sure that the most accurate person gets in there right before the stop. And then the highest person before the stop, once he does a refresh, is the winner. Now, if you haven't bid before, feel free to do that. I accept PayPal as payment for any of my items. And what I do is I will send you an invoice through PayPal. If you don't have PayPal, perfectly fine. I can still bill you as a guest. That's no problem at all. Um, I just need if you are new to me and you are bidding, just send me only if you're bidding on something or you win something. You don't have to do it if you're not. I don't require a registration or anything like that. You can just send me your real name, your address, your zip code. This way I know exactly where I'm sending the items to. And also let me know whether you have PayPal or not. Because if you don't have PayPal, I can email you a link and you can just pay for your invoice that way. Now, as far as shipping goes, shipping is separate. I use Pirate Ship to get you guys the cheapest rate. Usually USPS kind of wins out. UPS has been a little bit slow. So I usually go with USPS, which is the post office. And my postman is fantastic. He's so wonderful. He's always on top of it. Sometimes if he sees me outside, he asks me, any packages going out today? Even if I don't actually, pre-schedule packages, he's such a nice guy. So I definitely try to do that and make my life easier by putting them on my front stoop and have them go out to you guys. So shipping is separate and it will vary depending upon where you live in the country. So if you live further away, and I'm in Western Massachusetts, so if you live across the country, Arizona, Washington State, Texas, Florida, the prices may be a little bit higher. So be aware of that. I think the rates are still up there a little bit because of Christmas and the holiday season. So hopefully they'll be coming down soon. Pardon me. But for now, we just unfortunately we have to deal with, the shipping costs. But when you really love something, you kind of like, yeah, who cares about the shipping, right? But I try to get you the cheapest rate I possibly can. And if you have any questions, this is my email right here. Feel free to shoot me an email. My name is Jeffrey. It doesn't show up below it. I have my name on there, but it doesn't show up for some reason. But feel free to shoot me an email if you have any questions, throughout the week. I will try to get the invoices out as quick as I can. This week I am working as well as the holiday coming up, the New Year holiday. We don't really do anything. It's going to probably be just, sitting on the couch and me falling asleep, Chris staying up and watching the ball drop kind of a thing, and Toby passed out at my feet, that kind of a thing. But you know what? That's the kind of New Year's I like. So it is what it is. Um, and we enjoy that. I ran over to the post office telephone last night, Friday, but posting it still loves me. Telephone. You ran over the telephone? I'm not sure. I can't understand that one, Heidi. I don't know, maybe I'm reading it wrong. I don't know. Chris, I'm waiting for your 1922 bungalow. You got us by a year. Yes, exactly. Bill, that's why I told Chris, I says, you got to say that in the chat tonight and tell him what kind of bungalow you have. Yeah, because Bill has a bungalow too. Everybody's got bungalows. And me, I got a condo. Oh well, I have a 2006 condo. Boring, you know. So, anyway, anywho, now, pardon me, most important, shipping. When you get the item, got all glass here tonight, guys. You guys know how cold it is in some areas. It's cold here, regardless whether it's cold where you are. When you get these items, they may still be very cold inside the package. Please let the item come to room temperature for at least 24 to 48 hours before you get your knife out and open up that box, because if your warm hands touch cold glass, it can break and shatter. So please, I implore you, I know you're anxious to get into it and check it out. Just let it come to room temperature first, just to prevent any nightmares from happening. I've seen it happen, and like I always say, I know I'm a broken record. It's happened to me. So I know it can happen. So please be aware of that. Um, the lag is real, guys. So if there is a lag tonight with your computers, with the weather and everything, please account for that. Don't wait till the last minute to get your bids in. If you find something here that you like tonight, make sure you get your bids in early. Don't wait till the very last second because you could potentially lose out. All right. So welcome in everybody I might have missed. I am very sorry if I missed anybody, but Chris and I want to jump right into this. And Butterfly Nurse, hello. Um, Jeffrey, are you originally from Mass? I am from Mass. Yeah. I am from Mass. I live here. You don't hear an accent. That's funny how you say that. I actually had a lady tell me one time that she thought I was from the Midwest.
Hmm.
And I said, no. I said, I've lived here all my life in the same town.
Yeah. Where we are in western part of the state, there's not much of an accent
No, no,
versus
not
going
much.
out towards
Like if
Boston
I
or the
lived off
Cape.
to Boston, then you have people out in Boston, they have a little bit more of an accent, like
Uh-huh.
this, but no. And I picked up a little bit of it when I was out in Boston because I went to school in Boston, but I didn't really pick up a lot of it, you know. But no, I lived here all my life, so I don't really have that much of an accent. Some people think I do, but anyway, you speak Texan, not English. Nice. You have the Boston accent, Judy? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I had a little bit of it. I started, sometimes when you live like down south or I have a friend who lived she moved down south and she came up to visit. And all of a sudden I'm like, what's with the Southern twang? I'm like, what's going with that? She picked it up just by being around those folks. So I think that's kind of funny. It's true. You end up picking up that, um, I guess you could call it the vernacular. I guess you could call it. Um, but anywho,
So really quick,
all right,
before we
guys.
get started, just a
Yep.
friendly reminder also, make sure you're in live chat or all messages, not top chat,
hmm
so that you get
Yes.
the most
No top
accurate
chat. Make
bidding.
sure you're in live messages. Um, all messages live messages, right? Live chat, all messages. Yeah. No top chat because for some reason that can affect the bidding. All right. So without further ado, I think I went over all my notes here so I can put my little notes away and I am going to get a going. You guys ready? I got some beautiful, beautiful glass here that you guys can display for the winter season. Reminds me of winter. And I hope you like what I chose. I think if you guys saw my preview, you guys must have already seen some of the things I have here. I just added one little piece here because I know some of you folks like Balik. Yes, I said Balik. It's a tiny little piece, but it's very unusual. I didn't know it was Balik at first when I found it, but I'm going to bring that to you guys tonight too. All right. So without further ado, here we go. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section and Chris will alert me to it and I can just jump in. Okay. So, yeah, hello to everybody I miss. Elisa RN. Hi Jenny. Um yeah, if I missed anybody, hello and welcome in everybody. Alrighty. So we're gonna start, Chris, with $14 on the screen, please. 14 doll hairs. And as Dee would say, 14 doll hairs. There's an accent. Doll hairs. I have this gorgeous L.E. Smith Cobalt. This is the Mount Pleasant pattern. You can tell it's the Mount Pleasant pattern because you see those two little knobs sticking up? And you got one, you got another one, and then boop, you got two more. It's got a beautiful stripe around it. The stripe is starting to wear off. Why is it wearing off, Jeff? What's with all the wear? Well, these were made in the 20s and 30s. So these little footed bowls do show a lot of wear. So the bottoms of the feet have a little scuffing on it, but there's no chips, cracks, nicks, or flea bites on the actual bowl itself. It's just that silver rim that's starting to wear away. See how some of it is on there? And then as you spin it around, see some of it starts, because there's actually three stripes. There's a wide one in the middle, and then two thin ones, one on the top, one on the bottom. And it's got three little feet. I love little feet. Look at the little feet. Aren't they cute? Little feet. I love little feet. And it's made by L.E. Smith. Good glass company. 20s, 30s, perfect for some like little mints. If you have those blue mints. Do you guys ever see those blue starlight mints? Or they weren't starlight mints. They were, my grandmother used to buy them. They tasted like Hall's cough drops, basically. I don't know. She liked them. She used to always have them in her candy dish or one of her candy dishes. She had so many candy dishes, and now I'm following suit. I looked at the table the other day. I have 4 candy dishes on my coffee table. I'm like, this is becoming a problem. And who ends up eating the candy? Yeah, so not good.
Me.
Unless when Chris comes, oh yeah, well you come over, you pick away at it occasionally.
I sure do.
You do. Thank goodness. You need to help me eat some of it because I telling you, I can't eat all this candy on my own. Thank goodness. Which reminds me, I need to make a dentist appointment. I got to make my dentist appointment for the new year. Ugh. Anyway. All right. Well, I have a couple of bids on this, so we're going to start counting this down. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Beautiful dish from the 20s and 30s. To think it survived that long and it's in such great condition. You know? Love it. L.E. Smith. A lot of people love the cobalt blue. I'm more of the, green like this, the jadeite green color. That's more my speed. So
Okay. We
I got to turn my
got.
volume up. I can barely hear you, Chris.
All right, max out your volume.
There you go. Okay,
Well,
that's a little bit
I
better.
remember I adjusted my broadcast so I wouldn't be too
Yeah,
loud.
so it pulls you down.
Yep. All right, we got Mary Ann for 20.
Marianne for 20. Okay, Marianne, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody who bid on that. That was a popular piece. I'm glad you guys like that. It's very pretty. Very pretty piece. And it's Mary Ann. And I believe I have your info, right, Mary Ann? I know they keep adding all kinds of like things at the end of people's names. I just want to make sure I have your information. I believe I do. But just if you could just acknowledge that and let me know, I would appreciate it.
Says yes.
WM3VS, whatever that is. I don't know.
Mary
I
Ann
think
by the
that's huh?
Mary Ann. It was Mary Ann by the river.
Marianne by the river. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I have to do a
All right.
little
Very
digging.
good. Yeah, I don't know why they keep changing names. It's driving me crazy. I can't
It
keep track of this
it
stuff.
makes it very difficult for us too.
It is. It's so frustrating. I just
Yeah.
ugh. All right, guys. Now this piece was mine
Oh, hold on, Jeff,
when
real
I
quick.
first moved.
Well, Mary Ann
What?
says that we'll be giving you a different shipping address because this one's going to
Okay,
Arizona.
so just shoot me an email, Marion. That's fine, honey. Just you got my email right here. So shoot me an email with your updated info and just put on there, please update my information or whatever, and I'll do that through Pirate Ship. I'll make sure it's corrected for you. Okay. Oh, Jenny, what's going on, honey? Are you doing all right?
I would just scroll up a
Oh,
little bit,
I'm
Jeff.
sorry. I'd have to scroll back up, but
Yeah.
whatever's, I will definitely be praying for you. Jenny, I always pray for you. I always remember you in my prayers, no matter what. So, oh, sweetheart, I'm so sorry if you're going through something, honey. I'll have to scroll back up and read the chat after. I'm so sorry. Well, hello there from France. C'est Joyeux Noël. Welcome in. Happy Christmas. Yes, and Happy New Year. So good to have you, Jean-Marc Bordeaux. Bordeaux. I'm
Bordeaux.
telling you, my glasses, when you're reading this fine print. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry, Jenny. I'll
All
be
right, Jeff.
thinking of you, hon. All right, so here is a piece that I bought when I first moved in here back in 2006. It's not a brand new piece, but it's beautiful. It is lead crystal. I know you guys can't hear that because I have the noise cancellation thing off, but it's got quite a nice ping. No, it is not Waterford Crystal. I'm not exactly sure of the maker. It might be Royal Dalton. I'm not
Jeff,
sure.
what's the start, please?
Oh, I'm sorry, Chris. $12. So the size of this is 9 3/4 inches tall. 9 3/4 inches tall. It's a beautiful vase. Um, and it's just beautifully made. The cuts are very smooth. So you don't, it's not anything that where you would like cut your hand like if it was like brilliant cut glass or anything like that. Um it's a nice smooth vase. Beautiful for roses. I used to put all kinds of arrangements in it, but I'm trying to downsize some of my stuff. So um, I figured I would bring it to you if you guys are looking for a very nice gift for somebody like for a wedding or whatever. This would make a beautiful gift for like a wedding or a bridal shower or something of that sort, or birthday, anniversary. Um, you can even present it with flowers in it and give it as a gift as a hostess gift. These are just some things that I think of, like when I buy stuff or whatever. I'm like, oh, I can use it for this, use it for that. Do I ever? No, I always end up forgetting. And then last minute, you end up just bringing a bottle of wine. So true, right? But I figured I would bring this to you guys in case you guys are interested. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece from my own collection. It's something that I've had since I've moved into this place back in 2006. And I think I bought this at Macy's, I believe. And I think it's a Royal Dalton piece, if I'm not mistaken. But I can't remember. I can't remember. I know it came in a box. I can't remember. I just can't remember what the maker is. But it's a really pretty piece. So I'm not sure if anybody's interested in something like this, but it's a really beautiful, elegant vase. And with Valentine's coming up, it has that nice flared top for if you get 2 dozen roses. 2 dozen roses will definitely fit in here. All right. So it looks like we have Elaine Marie in there. So we will start counting this down. Hi, dear Angela. All right, so we will count this. It's 2:25 in the morning in France. Oh, time for some croissant and some café. Mmm. Love me my croissant. All right, we'll count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Oh, D, that joke was hilarious. I got to tell that to Chris later. Was
Oh,
cracking up.
don't
That
worry.
was hilarious.
I
Huh?
saw it. I was at the
Did
gym
you
watching.
watch it?
I watched it. I was just at the gym, and I had to stop the treadmill because I was laughing so damn hard.
Wasn't that great?
Oh my
D, I
goodness.
don't know where you get these, girl, but I'm telling you, they cracked me up too.
Yeah, we
Oh, I'm
can't.
glad you heard it, Chris. That
We yeah
cracked me up.
we
Oh,
can't.
Jenny, the joke that D posted on her channel under her shorts.
Yeah, we
No
can't. We
pun
can't.
intended under your
Ba,
shorts,
ba, ba,
D.
ba, ba. We don't want to spoil her thunder. Let them see it for themselves. It's really funny.
D, it's under your shorts.
Okay,
Oh, Jenny, you're gonna love it. You gotta watch it. It's
Elaine
very
Marie for
funny.
15, Jeff.
Okay, Elaine Marie, thank you so very much for that. I appreciate that. All right. And thank you, anybody else who might have bid on that. I appreciate that. Okay.
Yeah, Jeff, you missed it before. When Dee popped in, I
Oh,
told her how I saw that and laughed
you
very hard.
did? You
Uh huh.
saw it? Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's hilarious. That
Hmm.
was that was a real good one. That was a really, really good one, D. Yeah, Jenny, you'll get a crack out of that one. That was funny. All right, guys, how about a DVD?
Okay.
All right, Chris, $6 on the screen. This is Move Over Darling. Have you guys ever seen now? There is beautiful Doris Day. She was my mother's idol growing up. I remember when I found my mother's scrapbook from high school. She kept a scrapbook. She had everything in there, but so many pictures of Doris Day. And I remember she had it in my room in a chifforobe, and she had like this drawer filled with all her stuff. And I would go through her yearbook, and I come walking out with her scrapbook when she's like, "My scrapbook." I'm like, I don't know, I'm just looking through it. Here I'm like probably like 11, 12 years old, and I go, Mom, who's this blonde woman? Who's this blonde lady everywhere? I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, are we related to her? She says, I wish. She says, that's Doris Day. And I said, really? She says, I was her idol growing up. She loved Doris Day. So I've since loved her as well. And this is a great movie if you guys have not seen this. It's very, very cute, very funny. She's married to him and he's married to her. Yeah. So yeah, it's very cute. Yep. And you guys remember James Garner was oh gosh, what's that? What's the show? Not Hawaii Five O. Rockford Files. Rockford Files. Yep. Hi, Florida Golden Girl. Hey, Shane.
And
I'm not
yes,
sure.
it is.
It's either
No,
Shane or Heather. I'm
it's
not
Heather.
sure.
Yeah, it's
Hi,
Heather.
girls. Happy
And
holidays. Merry Christmas to everybody that I haven't said hello to.
yeah,
Jean
and
Marc, yes, it is. It is a DVD. Yep.
I was just
Yep.
locating that comment.
Yep. It is a DVD. Should spin it around here. Let me check it out, make sure it's in good shape here. Yep. In perfect shape. Yep. It is a DVD. Very, very good movie. Let's see now. When did this come out? No, not 2000. Oh my gosh, no. Way earlier than that. Probably when the DVD came out. Let me see when the movie was done.
What's the name of the movie again?
The movie's name is Move Over, Darling.
All right, I'll Dr.
Now,
Google it.
you're gonna look it up.
1963.
Not there you go, 1963. That was the year I think it was 1960. Was it 1963? That was when my parents were married, I believe. Yep. Great movie. Great movie. All right. So I'm not sure if we have any
We
folks on
do.
this, but great
Yep.
movie to curl up with on a nice snowy afternoon. Cold, snowy afternoon with a hot cup of coffee or tea or cocoa.
Yep, we
Great
can count
movie.
that down, Jeff. We have a
All
bid.
right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Now, what did Jean-Marc say? Let me look about the zones. Hi, Aaron. How are you, buddy? See, DVDs don't play in Europe as they are zone one. Europe is zone two. Yeah, let me see if it even says it on here.
Yep, that is
Well,
important to know.
it does have French
Subtitles.
subtitles, but it probably is zone one more than
Okay.
likely. Isn't that awful how they do that if they have to make these different zones? Can't they make them all together so that people could just
Yeah.
watch a movie wherever, you know? Because I mean, people go on vacation, they want to pick up a movie or whatever, you know?
Yeah,
But
they make it difficult, and
I
sometimes
know. Hi,
there's
Kieran Gagnon.
okay. Looks like that's going to JR for 7.
JR for 7. Okay, buddy. Good to see you, JR. I didn't even say hello to you yet. Good to see you, JR.
Yeah,
Thank you
some
so very much.
it's
Appreciate that.
the different format sometimes has to do with the regional cultures. Like
That's true.
in Asia, there's a different type of formatting for DVDs as well that they won't play in America, and vice versa. So
There you go. You heard it here first, folks. By the
no,
way, Jeff, I use that. Wait, I want to read what she wrote here. I use that.
yeah, and just
Oh, sour cream holder. Good idea. See, you always repurpose things, guys. They don't have to be used for what they're intended. Yep,
yeah, and
absolutely.
and really quick, yeah,
Heidi was
unfortunately,
8 after the
Jeff, hold
stop.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Okay,
That came in after the stop, so I did double check.
you did double check. Okay,
Yep.
yeah, Chris is double checking for you guys. Yep, he's double checking. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for your bids. I appreciate it. I'm glad you like the movies. Do you guys like more older movies like that in the 60s, 50s, 40s, black and whites? Or do you guys want me to look for more modern movies? Like, I don't know, Die Hard or whatever. Do you guys want me to look for more movies like that? Because if you guys want me to start bringing you guys some DVDs, I will because the places that I go to that I thrift in, there's lots of DVDs, and I usually focus in on some of the older movies because those are the ones, and usually the ones that I like because I know you guys will like them. They're
Yeah.
pre-screened,
Looks like
so if
older
yours
movies people
older
want.
movies, okay, Lisa, that
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I figure. You guys like the older movies, yeah,
Yep.
yeah, good, okay. Hi, Laura, good to see you. Hi,
All right,
Judy Carter.
Jeff. What is
Yeah,
next?
good to
Because
see everybody.
I need to take a
I'm sorry,
certain
Chris.
someone. I need to take a certain someone out. So if you want to start the next
Okay,
one
so
up,
why don't we, can you put in a start of $12 for me, Chris?
of course, and I will be right
And
back
we'll
with
talk a
himself.
little bit about these beautiful Rock Sharp. I could not remember that name to save my life during the preview. I kept wanting to say Rock Hudson. That's not Rock. They're not Rock Hudson plates. Um, so these are made by Rock Sharp. Um, they're 7¼ inch dessert plates. Now look at these. Now let me tell you something about Rock Sharp. Rock Sharp had extensive patterns. I mean, their patterns went on and on and on. I spent so much time on the replacement site trying to figure out what pattern this was. As soon as I tried to figure out what pattern it was, and I said, I got it, the middle didn't match. But the middle looked to me, it looks like a snowflake, doesn't it? I don't know if you guys can see that. Maybe with my hand behind it. I don't know. No, it's even worse. But you guys can see that, right? It almost looks like a snowflake. And then I'd find that, and then I'd look in the corner, and I'm like, oh, wait, where are the berries? Because there's berries in the corner. And then I couldn't find that. I'm like, no, it wasn't that pattern. So honestly, guys, I have no idea what pattern it is, but it's definitely made by Rock Sharp. These do not glow. Um, so my best guesstimate would be that these are probably from the 50s or 60s, more so the 50s. But these were very popular because people really liked the cut patterns that Rock Sharp did. And all the cutting for the edges are all done on top, and then the center is done in the middle. So I think they did that because you're going to be eating obviously in the middle, so you don't want to, ruin the pattern. But the other cut parts are all done around the edge on the top. But it's very, very beautiful. See if I can tilt it back, you guys can get a better look. And there's 4 of these. Are these not absolutely stunning? I just like could not believe how gorgeous these are when I first saw them. Look at that. I mean, that's a lot of work cutting each of these plates. So the corners have kind of like they're almost like berries or flowers right here. They look like berries to me, but I think they're flowers with some leaves. And then there's leaves in the middle right here. And then the center to me, like I said, it looks like a snowflake. I don't know. I know it's probably supposed to be like a flower, but it looks like a snowflake to me. And it's just absolutely beautiful. I just love these plates. And there's 4 of them. And how perfect you could do your doing like a nice little dessert on these. And they're still out there, they can still be found, but the patterns, like I said, Rock Sharp, they made so many patterns. They also made wine glasses. I think I sold a couple of wine glasses once here. I'm not sure. I think I have. I think yeah, it had like an unusual stem to them. But these are absolutely beautiful and they're clear glass. They do not glow. So so I'm not sure if anybody's interested in these, but we will count these down. They are very, very, very pretty. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Chris, are you back?
I am.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Yes, I like the square shape too. Yeah, isn't that nice? It's so unusual, you know? You don't see many plates that are square. Usually you see them round or so square is kind of nice. Yeah, very, very pretty.
We have Mary Ann again for 12.
Okay, Marianne. Thank you so much, Marianne, for 12. All right, thank you so very much. Appreciate that. All right, next up, guys, let's see. What is this one here? Oh, yeah, this is really pretty. Chris, could you do 16 on the screen, please? Now, I could not figure it out at first what the maker of this was. And I figured out that it is Cambridge,
You said
and
16,
it's
correct?
Cambridge Caprice.
Sorry. You said 16, correct?
1 6. Yep.
Okay, thank you. Just making
Yep.
sure.
Yep. Yeah, no problem. I know it's hard because, when I'm talking, it's hard. Let me put the volume up a little too, Chris. I know it's hard to hear you sometimes. There you go. All right. So here's the middle of it. And it's made, and again, it's Cambridge Caprice is the pattern. And Caprice was made in so many different styles and colors, and it was made in blue, clear blue. It was made in this frosted color. And this compote is just so unusual. It almost looks like a bark stem to that. Isn't it? Isn't that pretty? And I think, if I'm not mistaken, yes, it does have a little bit of a glow to it. It does have a little bit of a glow. Not a lot, but a little bit. And it is trimmed in silver around the base, which I did polish. I used a little bit. If you use some silver polish on this, you can actually get it clean. But be very, very careful if you're polishing any of the overlay, because sometimes the overlays are still sticking up just a little bit. They're not fully flat onto the piece. And if you're polishing and you're rubbing, you can actually rip some of that off. So be very careful with that. So just do it very, very gently. But I did get it very clean, as clean as I possibly could without damaging it. And I think it came out pretty well. And it's that beautiful frosted glass. And can you imagine with those white pillow mints in it? I think it would be so pretty. Perfect wedding gift. I don't know, it just reminds me of a wedding. That beautiful frosted look with the silver. I don't know, it just reminds me. 50, was it 50? No, 25th. 25th is silver, right? Silver anniversary. That would be the 25th anniversary. Perfect for that. Even though it doesn't have that ubiquitous happy 25th anniversary on it, I see those everywhere. Oh my gosh. Nobody buys those things. They just sit there. So many of them. They made cups and goblets and oh my goodness. I don't know. Such a waste. A lot of them just end up getting crashed and broken in the back room. It's sad. But this is a cute little piece. Very delicate. Yeah, very cute. Nice little piece with the little oh gosh, not reticulated. Oh, scalloped is the word I'm looking
I was gonna
for.
say scalloped, like scalloped
Yep. CD,
potatoes.
I'm the same way. I always forget. I'm telling you, right when you're pressured to think of something, you just can't think of it. It's there, but you know what you're gonna say. You know what you want to say, but you can't say it. Scalloped edge, and that beautiful bottom. I love that. It almost looks like wood. So pretty. And that pattern, of course, again, is the Caprice. Cambridge Caprice, not Chevrolet Caprice. Right? I'm not sure if we have anybody who's interested,
We
but we will
do.
count this down. All right. 10. Not Heidi. Did you read Heidi's comment? 100th anniversary of Beef Moon Rocks. You got that right. Oh my
Actually,
gosh. 100th anniversary?
it's not too far
Oh,
off. It's actually a 10-carat diamond.
a 10 carat. There is such a thing as a 100th anniversary.
Yep. 95th is a diamond or a ruby, and 100th is a 10-carat diamond.
Okay, I want to meet the couple that reached their 100th anniversary. I really do.
Right?
We got to look that up and see if anybody's ever reached their 100th anniversary. Can you imagine? Oh my gosh. Wow. I think it should be like the Hope Diamond or something like that.
Mm. All
Holy
right, let's
cats.
continue that countdown, please.
All right, 10, 9. Hold on, JR. I'll read your comment in a second. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Really pretty piece. I didn't even measure it. I'm so sorry, guys. I do 5 and 5/8 inches tall. 5 and 5/8 inches tall. And it's 6 inches across. So it's a decent size for, coffee table kind of a thing.
All right, so we got Sherry,
Pretty.
excuse me, Sherry Craddock for 16,
Sherry Craddock for 16. Thank you, Sherry.
and then I'll put up JR's question after
Yeah,
you.
I didn't read what
That's
he
okay.
said, so
No, I know it goes by quick. Let me know when you're done.
now I'm assuming, Jerry, you're not gardening. Okay, all set. I got Sherry down. I wanted to ask you about what your favorite silver polish. I'm actually polishing coffee tea service right now watching you. You know, everybody has their own favorite, but I'll tell you right now, my favorite is Goddard's. I
Mm-hmm.
know there's a lot of people. I know Karen Williams uses a brand and I always forget it and I write it down and I lose the paper. But the one I use is Goddard's and you can get it on Amazon. And I love Goddard's. Goddard's, and I've used Wrights with a Wrights, Wrights Silver Cream, Silver Polish. That's a really good one as well. Um, but right now, Goddard's is my go-to, and I love it. Which I actually have to order some. And it seems to work to me. It seems to work better than Wrights because I have a lot of little silver things here and there, so I like it. So So I would definitely try that. Give that one a try. Yeah, and Wrights is good too. Yeah, Jenny. Yeah, I used to use Wrights too. Wrights is really good. My grandma always used Wrights, but I tried Goddard's, and for some reason, it's not. I feel as though I don't use as much elbow grease, scrubbing it. So, um, I don't know. Give it a try and see which one you like. Get a couple different kinds and see which one you prefer. You know. I mean, either way, you'll use it up. You'll definitely use both of them. But, once you're done with both of them, then you can kind of, you know what, I like that one more, or I don't like that one because it took a little bit more, effort. But you'll find the one you like.
Okay.
Twinkle, I have heard of Twinkle. I've never used Twinkle. I think I had Twinkle Copper Cleaner at one point that I used. And I wasn't impressed with that. It didn't clean the copper very well. So now when I clean copper, I use lemon with salt. You guys
Yep.
heard of that? I have a copper cover on my recycling bin. I have an old, big, huge crock, and I keep all my recycling in there. And I have a copper cover I had made for it. And once in a blue moon, I like the patina that it gets, but if you clean copper using salt and lemon, especially kosher salt. It works really, really well. Karen, Blitz. That's it. Yes, Blitz. You got it, Joan. That's the stuff. That was the other one. So I'm gonna try
So,
that one too.
okay.
I still have yet to. I'm gonna write it down again. Watch, I'm gonna forget about the Blitz. Blitz. I gotta try it.
Okay.
All right. So moving right
What's
along, I
next?
have some. What, Chris?
No, I said what's next.
Okay. So next up, Chris, $15 on the screen, guys. I have some Bleak for you. I know some of you guys love your Bleak. Look at this adorable little piece of Bleak. And you're like, what are you talking about, Jeff? That's not Bleak. I don't see any shamrocks on it. Well, guess what? It is Bleak. And I'll tell you about it in a second. Hopefully that focuses in. There you go. So if you guys know the marks of the Bleak, you'll know from the bottom. Is that focusing in, Chris? Yeah,
Yeah,
there.
looks
As long as
good.
it doesn't see my face, it focuses in. So
Yeah,
there's
it's
the mark on
perfect.
the bottom. For those of you guys that collect Bleak, you'll know. So this is a really cute little piece. So what this is called is the Typha Spill vase with the yellow ribbon. Now, what the heck is a spill, right? A lot of people are wondering what a spill is. A spill is either a tiny little twig or a tiny thin little rolled up newspaper or piece of paper that they would use to dip into the fire, like a fireplace, to light a candle or to light the stove, and they call it a spill vase. So they would keep those in here. You'd have this maybe up on top of your mantle in your living room or kitchen, what have you. And it's actually called typha because typha is a type of an aquatic plant that would grow on the side of a like marshland or whatever. And it's tied up with a beautiful yellow ribbon. Is that not pretty? I just couldn't believe it. I picked it up and I said, "What is this, Lennox?" And I flipped it up and I'm like, "Bleak?" And it's Bleak, Ireland. Is that not adorable? I could not believe it. So let me give you a size because I did not measure the size. It is 4 inches tall And the top opening is about an inch and 3/4. And it is in phenomenal shape. No chips, no cracks. It's in beautiful shape. So if you, like I said, if you know your marks, your Bleak marks, you'll know all about that right there. Let me see if it'll focus again so you guys can see it. It's hard to focus in these cameras. Cameras. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Bleak. So there it is. What is on there anyway? Is that like a lion? Yeah, it's a lion. I think it's a lion. It's like a lion. A lion, a harp, and a
I think that might be a fox.
a fox? Oh, maybe
Yeah,
it is a fox.
fox or a weasel.
I'm not really not up on all my Bleak marks, so I'm sorry. I'm sure you guys know. You guys are probably laughing at me, but so cute. Really, really cute. So I'm not sure if we have any interest on this, but we're gonna count it down. Really cute. 10. I actually had it on display in my living room for a little while because it was so cute. 10. I was like, ooh, hey, I gotta bring that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. My coffee maker is making noise over there. 2, 1, stop. And it's not a percolator. Speaking of which, though, I did find another percolator when I was out thrifting a few weeks ago. So I've got to clean that guy up, and it's one of the ones with the handle, and it has a automatic where you can do a mild, medium, or strong coffee, and it's from the '60s. I can't remember the name of the brand,
Okay,
but
we have Sharon
really cool.
Hawthorne, Jeff, for 20.
Sharon Hawthorne for 20. Thank you so much, and thank you everybody who bid on that.
Yeah, Elaine, you came in right after the stop.
Oh, Elaine, go out and come back
Yeah,
in, refresh, and then make sure you're in live. Was it live messages or all messages?
live
Maybe
chat.
there might be a little bit of a lag for you, hun.
Yeah, live chat.
All right, thank you so much, Sharon. That is so cute. That's coming to you. Okay. All right, that's adorable. Okay, a spill vase. All right, next up, I have some milk glass. I know a lot of you guys like your milk glass, and these things are heavy. Chris, could you put 18 on the screen, please? Now, let me tell you something. These things, if you like coffee and you hate having to constantly refill your creamer, those little tiny creamers and little tiny sugars, well, let me tell you, this thing both of these things will hold a good amount. Let me tell you, this would probably hold, I would say, a pint of a half and half. I'm not kidding. That's how big this thing is. And this would hold probably a good cup and a half of sugar easily. I mean, it is amazing. This is called, Chris, I'm not sure. Did I tell you 18 on the screen?
Yep, I got it.
You got it? Okay. So it's called Old Quilt. This is a pattern. It's made by Westmoreland Glass. And of course, this is the creamer. Here's the sugar. Does not have a lid. Never did have a lid. Really, really beautiful pattern. Grandma's quilt or old quilt. Isn't that cute? It's actually old quilt, but every time I hear quilt, I just think of grandma's quilt. Really beautiful milk glass, and they are marked on the bottom. Kind of hard to see, but you can see the Westmoreland glass. I'll see if you can see it. It is right in the middle. See inside that little looks like a daisy.
Angle it. Yep, just like that. Perfect.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see, but there's a WG right there, Westmoreland glass. Maybe the other one's a little clearer. Yeah, this one's a little bit clearer. Try that. Yep, there's the WG right in the middle. You see that? It's hard to see the way because they stamped it over that little medallion or that little daisy or whatever, but it is Westmoreland glass and they are heavy. Really good chunky pattern. Me too, Jenny. Isn't it nice? I know. Drinking coffee all day long, Heidi. That's me, girl. Let me tell you. Oh my goodness. Yep. Now I'm just looking at some of the edges here. Now they have these little points around the squares that kind of stick out. And I just felt one of them here has a little bit of a nick on it. I just felt one of them. Let me check them all for you. One of them had just very, very fine little nick. I think that's the only one. Yeah, on the sugar bowl. Yeah, so the sugar bowl has one that has a little, yeah, it's right there. It's a very, oh my gosh, you can't even see it. It's right above my finger. And it has a little tiny, little nick. Like the point of it is just sheared right off, but it's, can't even notice it. And the creamer, just going to check all of them for you. I like to be as transparent as I can. You know, it's like I always tell you. That's just how I am. So you know what you're getting. Yep. And the creamer, this one has a little bit of roughness, but it's not, no, it's not really a chip. I feel some roughness on that one, but it's not a chip. It still comes to a point. So they're in phenomenal shape for their age. I'm not exactly sure when this came out. I did not research the age, the year. But if I were to guess, I would probably say the 60s maybe. That would be my best guesstimate. All right. So it looks like we have a bid in there. Looks like Kathy's in there for 18. All right. And we will count this down. And remember, you can use it. You don't have to use it for cream and sugar. You can use it for plenty of other things. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Really pretty. I just like this. I like the top on it too, the scalloping. Westmoreland was amazing. I just love Westmoreland glass. I actually have a lot of Westmoreland glass here tonight in all different gamuts, colors.
All right, Kathy Ficarata for 18.
Kathy Ficarata for 18, my dear. Okay, those are coming to you, my dear.
And I'll
Thank you
need you
very
to
much.
do another start for me, Jeff, because he's got to go back out yet again.
He's got to go out again. Oh my gosh, that one, I'm telling you. You know what it is, guys? He likes to go out in the snow. That's
Mm-hmm.
what it is.
He sure does.
Uh, Chris, could you put $8 on the screen?
Yep.
So
Thank you.
$8, you guys, if you guys watch me all the time, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Me too, Jenny. I'm a housebound. I like being housebound too. I love being stuck in the house. Now, I adore this man. Let me tell you something. This is Jackie Gleason's Music, Martinis, and Memories. Now, I don't know if you guys watched my preview. I was listening to this in the background, and Chris was cracking up because he watched the preview that I did. And he's like, "Were you listening to the Tower of Terror soundtrack?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "It sounded like the Tower of Terror soundtrack from Disney World." I was like, "No, actually, I was listening to Jackie Gleason." Yeah. Now, how many of you guys did not know Jackie Gleason was a famous band leader? That's right. Yep. Not just Ricky Ricardo, but you also had Jackie Gleason. I have so many of his records, including this one. I found an extra and I figured I would bring it to you guys. Get home from work, you're long day at work, you're tired. I did that tonight. As soon as I came home, I told my device to play music mixed Jackie Gleason songs. And oh my goodness. If I don't have my record player hook up because I have to have that hooked up in order to play it. But let me tell you, this is a great album. Just to relax by after a long day at work with a martini or with a cup of coffee. Um, Fantastic record. If you I'm not sure if any of you guys are fans of him or not, or have heard any of his stuff. I'm just checking it, making sure. I always check my records to make sure, because if there's anything that catches my fingernail, I don't sell it. Nope, this is in really good shape. Capitol Records. Really good record, nice and clean. Yep. Yeah, very, 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 very good. Now, as far as the songs, it does have a dust jacket inside here. And of course, I'll flip the dust jacket around. Oh, I think it's just advertisement for some of the other albums that they had at the time. Got Nat King Cole, the Kingston Trio. You remember them? So here are the songs. I'll hold them up to you. Okay, again, they're all instrumental. There's nobody singing. You don't have Jackie Gleason singing. It's all instrumental. And there's the songs. And I'll tell you, it is so relaxing to listen to, especially if you want to just conk off and take a little nap. And it came out. Here we go. Mario, where are you? What year did this come out? I don't even know if Mario's in here yet. Maybe Mario forgot that I was having a show. I don't know. Mario, are you in here? I haven't seen you yet. I don't see a year on here. I don't know what year it came out. Chris, are you back yet? I think Chris is still gone. Toby probably had to do number two. No, I don't see a year on here. But if I were to guess, it was probably, I would say maybe the 50s or 60s. But really good record. And I think we had a bit in there, so I don't know. I have to wait till Chris comes back.
I'm back.
You had a device in the kitchen for years, my daughter. Know that I can tell it to play music until the yeah, it's great, Jenny. Yeah, I just tell it. I don't know if you do you have if you have Amazon Prime, you'll have the full gamut. You can ask it to play any music, and if you just tell it to play blank, play music by Jackie Gleason shuffled, and it'll play it. It'll play a whole bunch of his music, all instrumental. Oh, it's fantastic. But hearing it on a record, there's something about it is just so much better. I love it.
I'm
Yep.
back, Jeff, by the way.
Oh, you're back. Okay, good.
Yep,
All right, we're going to count this down. I think we might have a bit or two. I'm not
we
sure.
do.
Okay, great. Super duper. This is awesome. Even just the graphics on the front, you know? I just love it. This brings back a lot of nostalgia with her. She's got her first stole on and her beautiful gown, drinking her martini. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Yeah, sometimes people like to just put these on display just for their album. Some people actually frame the art and they hang them up like in their rumpus room. I don't think anybody has a rumpus room anymore. Now it's just an addition or a
Okay,
finished
Mary Ann
basement.
for 8.
Marianne for 8. Okay, Marianne, thank you very much. Marianne for 8. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, how about some more Cambridge Caprice? These absolutely blow me away. And I'm doing all I can not to sell these, but I've got it again. I'm trying to downsize. So these were from my collection, and I'm bringing them to you because they are very, very, big, and they're for a dining room. Um, very rare color.
Start.
So we're gonna start this off at $80. This is gonna be an $80 start. Um, I did some comps on these, and I did look some of these up, and just one of them goes for over $40. I got two. Not only do I have two, this one has the original Cambridge sticker on it. It's upside down. Let me see. Let me flip it around for you to read it. There's the original sticker still on it.
That's cool.
Genuine handmade Cambridge, made in USA. And this is Cambridge Caprice. And doesn't it look like water being just swept, something being swept up in the waves? Are they not beautiful or what? And yeah. But I'm like, hopefully somebody will love them as much as I did. And honestly, I've had these in my collection, and guys, I've never ever even used them. Why? Because I don't have a dining room. And this is the only table I have in the whole house, right here. This is where we have dinner in the kitchen. And putting these here are not very fancy. I mean, this is not, I'm in my cozy kitchen. I can't really have a fancy set like this. Um, and they are just so beautiful, absolutely flawless. No chips, cracks, dings, nicks, cracks, nothing. All the candle, uh, the um, the cups that you put the candles into are perfect shape. I've never actually even put a candle in any of these. They've just been in my collection. So they are beautiful. You have them in pink, Lisa. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I mean, Cambridge, you can't beat Cambridge. Cambridge was just one of the best. And when I saw these, when I first purchased them, I was like, wow. And I said, well, they're heavy and I know somebody's gonna fall in love with them. So I'm gonna bring them to you. All right. It is absolutely gorgeous. And yep. Unfortunately, it's just yeah. Like I said, they just look like it looks like waves. Chris would know all about waves. Doesn't it look like water, Chris? That's the Cambridge pattern. Really, really beautiful. And that blue is just absolutely everything.
Yeah, really
Really beautiful.
gorgeous. And
They
the
are
fact it still
absolutely
has the
stunning.
sticker on it too. That's
The fact
impressive.
that it still has a sticker, I mean, these are heirlooms.
Hmm.
I mean, one of them does not have a sticker on it, but this one does. So it was probably sold as a pair,
Yep.
and they probably had the sticker on just one of them.
Yep.
And you probably would have purchased these at like a jewelry store or at a fancy department store
And
at
it
the
looks
time.
like we got Sherry Howard's interested.
Yeah, these are really beautiful, Sherry. Yep, see, Sherry knows. Yeah, these are really, really stunning. They really are. Yep. So, and as far as their size goes, I don't think I measured them. They're heavy. My hands are tired just holding them up. Um, so we're looking at 6 inches tall at the tallest point, the tallest bowl. That's what I was thinking of, the candle bowl. The tallest bowl. And the whole thing, like 1 inch or 1 inch, one stick is just about 6 3/4 inches across. So imagine those on your dining room table. Of course, I would probably have them, like that. I mean, how beautiful is that? Or you can do them like this, or you can do them like that, however way you want to do them. Or have them on a sideboard like this with 6 candles in them. You could do all kinds of things. I mean, they're just gorgeous. Really beautiful. All right. So we're going to count these down: 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. They really are beautiful. And they're heavy. Whew. And the blue is it's that beautiful icy blue.
Sherry Howard for 80.
Okay, thank you, Sherry,
Enjoy.
very much. You're gonna love those. That is a steal, believe it or not, for those. Sherry, you will absolutely love those. And it's called Moonlight Blue, is what by the way, I didn't read my notes. It's called Moonlight Blue. Chris, could you put that back up there for me, please? Because I was too busy reading my note. Yeah, I'll let you know. These were produced between 1937 and 1953. That was their run. Okay, so Sherry, thank you so much. Howard. All right. Okay, Chris. All right. Thank you very much, here. You will love those, and I will be sure to wrap those very, very carefully. They are beautiful, and just let them come to room temperature before you open the box because you don't want those beautiful things to crack or break. They are beautiful. You're gonna gasp when you see them. You'll know what I mean. All right, guys. So I have some Curior knives, and I did clean it since I show. I can't believe I had it on the video, and I'm like, oh, can't believe I had that on a video and I didn't clean it first. So I did clean this, and no, it's not Avon. I said, oh, that's Avon. It's not Avon. Chris, 22 on the screen, please. This is Fenton. Can you believe it? How do you know it's Fenton, Jeff? Well, guess what? It's marked Fenton. Now, there's the Fenton mark on the. Wait a minute, hold on a second. Am I having it upside down? Oh my gosh. I think my bifocals need bifocals. Yeah, that's right. Oh my gosh. So I don't know if you
Right,
guys can
right
see
there.
that. Is
Yep,
that
don't
coming
move it.
in?
Yep, don't move it.
See it?
Yep.
So what do we know about anything that's marked Fenton? Post 1971, right? So I was like, oh, that's beautiful. So candles, you can use it as a vase. And what it has on it is that ubiquitous Curior knives. Um, I don't know what you call it, but like from the original painting. And it's carved right into the glass, and it's a satin glass. And what's amazing about this, now, post 1971, right? Look at this. It glows. It actually glows green, guys. I was like, how in the world? Are you kidding me? It actually glows green. So, yeah. So if you have a glow cabinet and you put that in it, it will glow. And it is beautiful. And with a candle, I have a candle behind me, but I don't dare drop it in here because it's inside of a glass holder back there and I don't want to drop it in here. But with a candle, it would be absolutely beautiful. And it's that farm scene, with the two cows, and there's a couple of farmhouses in the back, trees. And then there's like a little bridge with a horse and buggy going over it. Yeah, it's very cute. Very, very pretty. And it has this nice little decoration on the top. They almost look like pearls. Very pretty. You can put out for Christmas or you can leave it out all winter long. Really wintry. I forgot I had this and I was downstairs and I was looking through some of my glass and I said, oh, that would be perfect. So I said, I'm going to bring that. And it is a Fenton piece. And there it is. Yes, it does glow. Yep, it glows. Can you believe it? Look at that. There it is. The whole thing glows. Yep. For those of you that have glow cabinets. All right, so we're going to count this gorgeous thing down. A bucolic scene, yes, beautiful. No reindeer on this, no, just a horse and two cows. I was telling Chris last night, my grandmother had the Curior and Ives dinner set, the blue and white that I think they sold it at like grocery stores. Um, it was like a promotional thing. When I was a little boy, I'd eat my dinner and I'd say, "Oh, I have to find Bessie and Fressie." I don't know why. I coined the name for the two cows, Bessie and Fressie. So anyway, Chris was laughing at me last night. I'm like, it's Bessie and Fressie. So those are the two cows. I don't know if you can see them. Let me see if I can put my finger near them, so I'll show you where they are. Yeah, they're right there. There's Bessie and Fressie. They're right there, coming out of the barn. All right. All right, so we'll count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and I didn't measure the height of it, did I? Hold on. 4. Let me measure it tall in case that matters to anybody. About 6 and an eighth inches tall. And the opening is about 4. The actual opening is 4 inches. 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Really pretty.
Boop, boop, boo. 1 second. 1 second. Why is it always on Sundays that the internet decides that it's going to have a problem? Okay.
I see Jenny at 36 before the stop.
Yeah, yeah, no. Yep, Jenny for 36. No, it was just something
Okay.
else. I on YouTube, I tried clicking on something and it disappeared on me.
Thank you so much, Jenny. Thank you very much. Do you like Courier and Ive stuff? Thank you so much, Jenny. I've always liked their stuff. I just thought it was so
Oh,
pretty. Thank you very much.
come on. Sorry. Like I said, clicking all over the place on me. Okay. What's
That's all
next,
right.
Jeff?
All right. So next up, Chris, $17 on the
All
screen,
right.
please.
Okay.
So I did a little marriage for you guys. You guys probably saw it on the video if you saw my preview video. I did a little marriage, and I just think this is so pretty together. So I had these two pieces, and I'm like, you know what? I have this last piece of beautiful decagon. So what we have here is we'll start with this. This is the Cambridge decagon, and it is marked Cambridge in the middle with the little triangle. You guys can probably see the little triangle right there. Probably see it right on my head. See a little triangle with the C? Cambridge. So it's the Cambridge decagon, and this was called their Ritz Blue. All right. And I just had this one dessert plate, and these dessert plates kind of had like a little bit of a rim in the middle. So I said, you know what? I have this beautiful English hobnail um, by Westmoreland. Again, Westmoreland. And I said, you know what? Sometimes known as, was it diamond cut? But we usually refer to it as English hobnail, which of course glows. Yes, it does glow. So it's an older version of it. Um, Now this one does has the little bumps that go around, little diamonds that go around, and only one little tiny part of it on the bottom, just like a hair on the bottom, right there. Can't even see it. There's a little roughness there. Somebody might have gave it a whack against something, but it is stunning. And look at how it catches the light. Isn't that pretty? And again, yep, it does glow. It does have the glow to it. So I said, you know what? I'm going to put that on top of this beautiful decagon plate because I only had one of them. And look at how beautiful those two look together. It almost looks like royalty, doesn't it? I don't know why. It just looked simply stunning when I put them together. And it fits perfectly right in that little spot. So you got Westmoreland sitting on top of Cambridge. And I just thought that was absolutely stunning. And you can use it for salad dressing if you have a glass spoon or a glass ladle, a clear glass ladle, or even a blue glass ladle. You can use that for salad dressing. But has that beautiful design on the bottom. Has some straw. See the straw marks around the bottom? That's typical of manufacturing. But I've had this bowl for quite a while now, and I said, you know what? What am I going to do with it? And then I said, you know what? I came across this blue plate when I was unpacking some things, and I said, you know what? I'll give it a shot and see if somebody's interested in that. I just think it's really pretty. I just think they look so gorgeous together. Absolutely beautiful. So, not sure if anybody's interested. It looks very regal, doesn't it, Elaine? I don't know, for some reason it just reminds me of like a crown, you know, like Queen Elizabeth. That's what it reminds me of. Just the colors together. It's just so stunning. I just thought it was so pretty. So, something as simple as this, can be just so pretty when you just mix and match things. So, all right. So we're going to count this down. Yes. Very, very royal and New Year's. Yes. Very. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So we'll count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. I just love how it fits in there and it doesn't slide off. That was so pretty.
So that's a pass.
Okay, no problem. We'll come back to it at the end. Next up, guys, I've had this before, I think a couple of times now. Beautiful crinkle ball pitcher by Anchor Hawking. Chris, $18 on the screen. They called this their Lido Milano. That was the line that they called this, the Lido Milano. Mid-century modern. They probably had glasses that went with this. Came in different colors, came in avocado green, came in like a yellowy amber color, clear, of course. But it just reminds me of a snowball, doesn't it? It just looks like a snowball. They also loosely called it the most people that collect it call it the crinkle pattern. So I call it the crinkle pattern. It has a nice little ice lip on the top. It'll hold the ice back when you're pouring it. No chips, cracks, or nicks or damage to that ice lip at all. It's in perfect shape, nice and clean. Cleaned it all out, nice and clean, nice and smooth. Well, not smooth because of the crinkle, but it doesn't have any like wear to it or anything like that. So this probably came out in, I would say, maybe the 60s, 70s. So mid-century modern, nothing super old. And of course, it does not glow. So I know some people are going to say glow. No, it doesn't. This one does not glow. But really cute picture, to fill up with like some punch, or you know what I would probably make in this? Chris, do you know what I would probably put in this?
What?
Our festive drink that we have all year round, Cosmopolitan.
Oh, jeez. That's a big
Why not?
cosmopolitan glass.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't drink
To mix
the
it, to
whole
mix it.
thing. I mean, this
No,
would be just to pour it
to
into,
mix.
and then when
Yeah.
people come over, you pour it into their glasses,
Yeah,
and
that's what I meant.
or do a shake when they come over.
Hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I just love that. And it makes it so much easier when you make drinks ahead of time, especially if it's like a group that likes kind of the same type of drinks. You make your cosmopolitans in this ahead of time, keep it in the refrigerator, and then when people come over, just stir it and just pour it out into your martini glasses. Done. Add a little garnish of lime. Perfect. Right? Really, really nice. Yeah, great picture. I love it. All right, we'll count it down. I think we have one or two bids. I thought I saw a bid come in. All right, we will count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh, yeah, perfect, Judy, for summer. Absolutely. 2, 1, and stop. It's a perfect all year round pitcher. Just trying to give you guys ideas for, to use it now.
I would
I don't
say
know. It just
eggnog,
it
but
reminds me of a
that's
big snowball. What,
I
Chris?
was I said I would say eggnog, but that is past us now.
Well, I know. Yeah, I know. And you
No,
don't
I'm
like
just saying.
eggnog. I
I like
watched a movie
eggnog.
last night where they actually served Tom and Jerry. I know a lot of people hear Tom and Jerry, they think of the cartoon. Well, actually, Tom and Jerry was a drink, and it was a like eggnog, and they would have the base, and they heated it. They would heat up the I believe it was warm milk, and then they would take the warm milk, and the base already had like bourbon in it, I believe, and then the warm milk or the hot milk would warm up the drink, and you would drink it warm. So
Okay.
that's a Tom and Jerry. That's what they used to call it. And it was a movie I watched last night on YouTube, and now I can't remember the name of it.
Florida Golden Girl
Beyond
for
no,
18, Jeff.
Beyond Christmas or Beyond Tomorrow. Florida Golden Girl for 18. Okay, thank you, my darling. All right, Florida Golden Girl, that is coming to you.
Yeah, I like eggnog. I don't like the traditional eggnog though. I don't like the
Yeah,
with the
this
alcohol in
movie,
it.
look for it. It was before Christmas or before tomorrow or beyond Christmas or beyond tomorrow or something like that. I never heard of the movie before, so I watched it. It was actually kind of cute. A little
Okay,
sad at the end, but it was good. Hey, thank you very much, Florida Golden Girl. That's so pretty. That's going to be on its way to you down to Florida. I hope it doesn't melt on the way because I know it's made of ice.
but bum.
No, it's not. I'm only kidding. All right. So let's see. We got another DVD, Chris, $6. And this is Singing in the Rain, just singing in the rain. What
We
a
don't have the rights. We don't
glorious
have the rights to that
feeling.
song. We don't have the
It's
rights to
my
that.
voice. You can sing it. I found
Oh,
that out. So I can sing
okay.
all I want.
All right, if you say so.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. Yep, with Gene Kelly and Debbie Reynolds and poor David O'Connor, who always gets left out. Yep. So I found this. Anybody is interested in Singing in the Rain? It's in really good shape. I don't even think anybody played this. Oh, that's funny. Number 39, because the different scene indexes. Number 39, my eyes go right to it. Cosmo's brilliant idea. Ah, yeah, it's in really good shape. Yeah, I don't think this was ever played. It's so clean. It's in one of those kind of like those paper kind of DVD holders. Come on, get in there. There. Those paper ones, that kind of like snap close like that. So, but I love this movie. Who doesn't? Just makes you want to sing and dance. Our sweet Debbie Reynolds, she was amazing. And you guys, if you guys remember the Great Movie Ride, oh, so sad. I miss it so much. But the Great Movie Ride in Disney World, I always had a picture. I always had Gene Kelly hanging off the lamppost, singing in the rain. Yeah, it was great. So I'm not sure if we have any interest in this, but another good movie to watch on a rainy day or a gloomy winter day. Perfect movie, MGM. And what year did this come out? Let's see what year this came out. 1951. 1951. Greatest Hollywood musical ever made, it says, by Roger Ebert. That's what he said. And I happen to agree because I love this too. All right. So we will count this down. Not sure if we have any bids in there yet. Chris, do we have any bids? Anybody interested?
Yep, we got a
And
bid.
oh, it looks like Heidi just jumped in there. So we're going to count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. What's not in the USA? I'm intrigued. What are we talking about? Clear.
Heidi asked her home for 6,
Okay.
and they were
Heidi for
talking
6.
about
Thank you, Heidi.
they were talking
I got to
about.
sharpen my pencil.
Oh, I just lost it.
Being in the clear.
Oh, just a recording of where some of the movies were recorded.
Oh, okay. All right. So that is for Heidi.
Yep, for 6.
For 6. Virginia, I didn't forget, by the way. He's sitting right here. It's going out this week when I do all my packing. You know what I'm talking about. I don't have to explain. All right. Next up, kind of random. I know, but it was cute because it's milk glass. And you got to decorate the bathroom too, right? A little milk glass soap dish. No idea who made this. Probably one of our fabulous milk glass companies. Now, it does have a little bit of roughness around the inside edge. But
Start.
other than that, what a beautiful little soap dish. Chris, could you put $8 on the screen, please? What a cute little soap dish. Look at that. Nice and shiny clean on the inside. And look at the bottom. I love the bottom. This could have even been a promotional item that they gave away with like, a bar of soap back then, possibly. Does not have the ring of fire, so if that's of interest to you, it does not have a ring of fire. Um, but what a cute little oval soap dish. I'll measure it for you so you know the size. So the length is about it's 4 3/4, and the width is 3.5. And the depth, well, how high it is. Let's see how high it is from the outside. Oh, it's about an inch, and I would say maybe about an inch and a quarter. It's kind of hard to tell because it's got a rounded edge on it, but a cute little soap dish. If you want to decorate your bathroom, if you have vintage looking bathroom from like the 50s, 40s, 50s, have to have a vintage, or if you have one of those old bars of like Lifebuoy soap, put it right in there. I think Lifebuoy was oval. See, what else was oval?
No.
There was
Life boy,
Caress
Jeff.
soap was oval. What?
That causes blindness, you know.
Yes, it does. Yes, Lifebuoy causes blindness. We're talking about the movie. He's referring to the movie A Christmas Story. Although I what do you say? Although I preferred Palmolive, but it
Palmolive.
had a piquant after
Pecan
dinner
after.
flavor.
Yes.
Piquant
Yep,
after
pecan.
dinner flavor.
Yep.
I love when the mother puts it in her mouth afterwards just to try it, and she's like, "Wash your mouth out with soap." Jeffrey, if you ever find Aunt Mamie with Rosalind Russell, I'd be interested. The movie or a record? I've seen the record, but I have not come across the DVD. Are you looking for the DVD, Judy? I gotta make a note here. Judy. Oh, it went by too quick. I could go back. Chris, can you highlight that for me, please? Judy Carter. If there's any questions, if you could just highlight them for me.
Yeah, I hold on. I gotta go back and find it myself. Here it is.
Rosalind
I got it.
Russell. Okay. The Trouble with Angels with Rosalind Russell. You guys ever see that? That is a movie. It cracks me up. She plays a nun in that. I think that was Rosalind Russell, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. I love that movie. The sequel to it though wasn't that great, but The Trouble with Angels, excellent movie. All right, so we'll count this down. I don't know if we have anybody interested in this, but we will count this down. Yes, along your fairly the fairy. Yes, what was the um fairy soap? Have you a little fairy in your home? I think that was the name of their title of their soap. There was a sign that I used to have that had that on there. The soap in his mouth says soap poisoning. Ah! All right, we'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop.
Sweetheart soap.
Okay. DVD. Aunt Mammy Rosin. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for it. I
All right.
always look through that's usually my
Hold.
last thing I look through is the DVDs. Huh?
Kathy Figurata for 8.
Kathy for 8. Okay,
You
Kathy, that's
jumped
coming in
right
handy.
ahead.
What's that?
I said you jumped right ahead, and Virginia Hello says the soap was called Sweetheart soap.
Sweetheart soap. Ah, okay. Sweetheart soap. I
And
was
once
brought up on Ivory soap. We always had Ivory soap, and my grandma always had Caress
Yep.
or what's that other one? Cameo. That was the other one she had. All right. Next up, Chris.
Hold on, Jeff. Jeff.
Wahaha. Ha ha ha. Please highlight Weekend at Bernie's movie Greedy for. Okay, Heidi. Okay, Heidi's looking for Heidi.
I Ironically enough, I just saw that at the the Goodwill a couple weeks ago when we were there.
Oh, did you really? Oh, I'll keep
Yeah.
an eye out for it. Oh,
Yeah.
Camay. Yes, that was it. Not Cameo, Camay. That's it. Weekend at Bernie's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm telling you guys, it's all about DVDs and having your own collection. You can't rely on watching them on these like apps and things. Just have your own collection.
Totally.
I've amassed quite a collection of my own favorite movies. So, all right, I made notes of it, and I'm going to add those to my phone. And then because I have a whole list of things I always keep an eye out for you guys. And even if it's like things like glass or something you're looking for, you're collecting, let me know, and I'll keep my eyes peeled for it. Okay. All right, next up, Chris, if you could put $20 on the screen, please, Chris.
Yep.
Wait till you guys see this. I'm sure you've seen it. If you saw the preview, you saw this already, but this is absolutely gorgeous. Blue satin Westmoreland glass candy dish in perfect condition with its original sticker still on it. Can you believe it? So let me show you the base first. Here's the base. Look at how stunning that is. Look at that color. If that doesn't scream winter, I don't know what is. The abominable snow monster is about ready to come through the window after this thing. Let me tell you. Is this not beautiful? And it is marked on the bottom, Westmoreland glass. I can even feel it with my finger. Tilt it up a little bit. There. Can you see that? See the Westmoreland glass on the bottom? So beautiful. And that, oh, I love running my hand over it. It feels so good. It's that nice, smooth satin. Oh, it does. And it feels like satin. Oh, it's just so beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And then when you have its lid on it, there's its gorgeous lid. There you go. And there's the Westmoreland glass sticker right there. Now, you guys can always scrape it off very carefully, and you can preserve it on a piece of paper or whatever. You know what? Some people I know of, what they'll do is they'll take the sticker off and they'll flip it over and they'll put it on the base. So they'll always have the sticker, and then this way they can always use the candy dish. So, but obviously, whoever had this never used it, must have had it in a cabinet or whatever, never used it. Well, here it is. And it doesn't have any chips, nicks, cracks, dings. Usually, with all the candy dishes, usually put the lid on. There's always chips on the lid. No damage at all to the lid. It's in beautiful shape. Beautiful Westmoreland glass. And as far as its size, did I mark it down? Of course I did. Oh, yes, I did. 7.5 inches tall. So it's 7.5 inches tall, and it's 4.5 inches wide, which would be the inside here. Beautiful, beautiful candy dish. And it makes that beautiful clink sound when you put the top on, but you guys can't hear it because of the noise cancellation that we have on. But and then there's the sticker right on the top. Westmoreland glass. Yep. Trying to read what's inside that little handmade. It says handmade. And there it is. All right.
We
Beautiful, beautiful.
and we have a bid on it, Jeff.
Okay, guys. All right, we're gonna count this. Yes, Dove is another oval one. Yep, Dove is good soap too. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop.
Mhm. Okay, 1 second. Just making sure. Yep. Elena Cunningham for 22.
Elena Cunningham for 22. Thank you, Elena. Thank you, everybody who bid on that. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. All right, that is coming to you, Elena. That is beautiful. That is a beautiful, beautiful, beauty. All right. Next up, whoops. All right. So next up, I am offering this set again with a bowl. Let me get it's over here. Now, this I would use for salad or for fruit salad. Chris, could you put 28 on the screen, please? You're going to get this beautiful bowl made by the Federal Glass Company. It's called the Heritage Pattern, and this came out between 1940 to 1955. This does not glow, so chances are it's probably closer to the probably mid 50s. Absolutely perfect condition, no damage to it whatsoever. What a beautiful bowl. Now, if you like this pattern, they actually had dishes. The cups and saucers are beautiful for this pattern. But I found the bowl. I believe I brought it once before. I've had a bowl before. I think somebody bought, and I found another one. There is no utensil marks in it. It's absolutely flawless. It is a beautiful bowl. I love the pattern myself. I'd actually like to find a cup and saucer of this. This would be beautiful to have. And with this, you're also going to get, I brought these before, nobody was interested. I believe these are made in Czech Republic, possibly. Um, so they're definitely Czech made. They've got that beautiful blue handles, and they are glass. And the blue glass goes into the clear glass for the fork and the spoon. And they're small enough where you'd want to use them for like fruit salad. And I just think they look absolutely elegant in here. Isn't that beautiful? I just think this whole setting is just so pretty. So I made another little bit of a marriage here for you. And I just think it's so pretty. I love it. I would put nice fruit salad in here, especially if you're having brunch or whatever, like a nice brunch during the winter season. You get these beautiful glass spoon and fork. I mean, they're just beautiful alone. Absolutely gorgeous. They're really pretty. So, yep. So we have these, and you get the bowl as well. Now, what other notes I put on here? Oh, I just marked that there's other pieces to collect. It's this 10 inches across too, by the way. It's the 10-inch bowl. All right. So we'll count these down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. It's a really beautiful, beautiful set, just like this. I mean, it's just absolutely stunning. Okay. Ooh, put this over here. Is that a pass,
And
Chris?
no, it's going to Sherry Howard for
Oh, we got a
28.
bid. Great, Sherry. Thank you so much. Oh, Sherry, you're going to love that. That is gorgeous. All right, Sherry Howard. Okay. That is beautiful. Thank you very much. You're going to love that. Wait do you see how beautiful those two pieces are? They're just stunning. All right, guys, here comes another really big old piece. Antique. Are you ready for this? We're talking 1897 to 1898. Chris, could you put $35 on the screen, please? Look at this. Made by Northwood. This is the Fluted Scrolls, or Klondike was the other name that they gave this. And they called it a powder puff box. So you probably store your powder puff in here on your vanity, and it does glow. Does have a little bit of a glow to it, so it's hard to see in the light, but you can see it from that point. It has like a little bit of a greenish glow to it all over it. Absolutely beautiful Northwood piece. Really, really gorgeous. Look at that. Look at the edges on that. Isn't that pretty? You know what it reminds me of? Do you guys like white? You guys know the movie White Christmas? Sisters, sisters. Doesn't that remind you of the fans that they held when they did the dance? That's what this reminds me of. So every time I see this. So the feet have a little bit of roughness on the bottom from it, because it's an older piece, so being moved around on a table, you expect to see that on the feet. But it does have the little scroll feet. Aren't they cute? And little feet. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely stunning. I mean, this just blew me away. I could not believe it. But that's what it reminds me of. So I was calling it the White Christmas candy dish. I would use it as a candy dish, but trinkets, rings, earrings, powder, put your medication in here, whatever have you. But no damage on the inside at all, and no damage on the edge here on the inside. Look at that. Look at that white, that creamy color. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely amazing. I just love it. And it has that beautiful glow to it. Yep, even the feet. Little feet. All right, so it looks like we have a couple of bids in there, so we will count it down. All right. 10, 9. Oh, let me measure it for you guys. I'm so sorry. I always say measure stuff and I never measure things, and I know that's of interest to a lot of folks. So I'm going to measure one feather to the other feather on the bottom. It's 5.5 inches. So 5.5 inches from one feather to the other. And then the height of it, I'm going to do Dee's little trick with the pen. 4.5 inches tall. All right. So we're going to count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Don't wait for the last minute. 1, and stop. Definitely an antique. 1897 to 1898. Fluted scrolls or Klondike? What would you do for a Klondike dish?
Lots of interest in that piece, Jeff.
It's gorgeous. It's absolutely stunning. I mean, it's an antique. It's beautiful. I
Looks
almost
like
flipped when I found it, as I almost
uh,
spill my coffee off the edge of the table here and break my beautiful jadeite mug.
Jenny Mac for 61.
Okay, Jenny, thank you very much. Thank you, everybody, for your interest in that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay, Jenny, that's coming to you. Thank you very much, Jenny. Yeah, that is really beautiful. And there's not a flaw on it, except for, like I said, except for the feet being moved around on a table. You could put Snookums little treats in there, you know. She'll be like, "Yeah, no, I don't think so." I love it. Jenny sent me some pictures of Snookums the other night. That was so cute. I love that. All right, guys. So I found this. It does not have the top. I know it has supposed to have a little black top, so a little plastic top. You know what? Sometimes you find them just randomly sitting around places. This just came as is. Chris, $15 on the screen, and this is the very sought after atomic star pattern. And there are the stars. See the stars? It's kind of hard to see. I wish I could. I don't know what the heck I could hold up so you guys could see it. Yeah, that's a little bit better. See the stars? See the atomics? They call it the atomic stars. That's the atomic star pattern. Now this is the smaller one. I call it the stunted one. It's about a 4 cup, made by Corning, heat-proof glass. It says to use a wire grid or on an electric range. Now, if you guys don't know what an electric grid is, I have one. If you guys want me to show you what it looks like, I'll show you. I always use it anytime I use my old Pyrex, I always have it on my range. Now, I don't have a coil electric range. I have a smooth top. Even a smooth top, you should always use something underneath it just to raise it off the elements a little bit. Um, I can show it to you if you want it. But I figured this would be good for like just to decant hot coffee in, and then you can put it on. I have a heated coffee mug warmer over here. You can put it on that. It keeps your coffee hot. So when you're pouring coffee, if you're sitting near near your coffee table and you don't want to keep getting up to pour coffee, well, you have that right next to you. It's just a cute little piece, and there's no chips or damage on it. Not even any scuffing I didn't see. Oh, there's a few little bits of scuffing, not much in the light that I see, but nothing like what I usually see on these. They're usually in really rough shape. Now, if you guys like the Dick Van Dyke Show, the larger version of this, Mary Tyler Moore, Laura Petrie, her character in the kitchen, always had one of these, the larger version, on the stove. This is what she always made her coffee in. And that's why every time I see one of these, I always think of that show. So it's my favorite sitcom of all time, Dick Van Dyke Show. So I'm not sure if anybody's interested in this, even though it doesn't have its plastic top.
Harvey would
Still
like to
beautiful.
see the this thing, Jeff, on the
Oh yeah, let me
stove,
show it to you. I'll show you. You
real
can
quick.
buy. I think you can buy them on Amazon.
Yeah, it almost looks like a trivet.
Yeah, kind of. Mine's really old. It's really worn. It gets rusty sometimes, but this is what it looks like.
Yeah, it's nothing too crazy. Yep.
Yeah, it's just a little metal piece like that. Sometimes you can find them like if you have like a local general store, like an old general store. Sometimes they sell these there. As a matter of fact, this is where I might have bought. I might have picked this up. I might have picked up the Williamsburg General Store,
Well, I
but
was gonna
that's
say
what it
that, or
looks like.
maybe the Vermont Country Store.
Or yeah, Vermont Country Store.
Yeah,
Or I think they sell them on Amazon too.
probably.
Yeah, but they say it's a wire grid. And I think when they sold these, I think they actually came with one. But that's what you do. You put it right on it. Just to raise it up off the element so that you don't crack the glass. Even though it's Corning, you don't want to crack it, obviously. You don't want the heat directly on it. Let me just put this
Yep.
back over on my stove over here.
You mean
And
like
I
the
always put my old Pyrex on top of that so it doesn't crack. What's that?
yes, but even old Pyrex can still crack. Remember the Kabasa incident?
That was new Pyrex.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, Chris cracked the new Pyrex is not no. If you're gonna invest in anything,
Old Pyrex.
antique shop, right here at YouTube. Wait for us to bring you some good old Pyrex. That's the stuff you want. The old
Hmm.
stuff. You know, they called it the flame.
Yep.
I have two pots right on my stove right now that I always use, and they're terrific. Yep.
Yeah, Jenny Mac. It goes
You
everywhere into
shattered it too. Yeah, it's
millions of
awful.
pieces.
Oh, it's everywhere. And no matter what you're cooking, I don't care what you're cooking. He said throw it right in the trash. You
Yep.
can't eat it. There's no way you can eat it. Bye bye birdie.
Hmm.
Yep.
All
It's
right. Want to?
just because it's just shards of glass. It's disgusting. Do we have a bid? I'm not sure if
We
anybody's
do.
interested in this little
We
guy.
do have a bid, Jeff.
Oh, great. You can get him at the old hardware store in Mayberry. Yeah, just ask what's her name? Not Aunt Flo. She'll go down and pick one up for you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, Three, two, one, and stop. Oh my gosh, I just watched a little documentary on her the other day. What was her name? Aunt B. Just could not think of her name on there. Aunt B. She did not get along well with Andy Griffith. They did not like each other. I was like, wow.
Okay, that's going to Florida Golden Girl for 15.
Florida Golden Girl for 15, my dear. That is coming to you, darling. Thank you so much, honey. Have you guys been enjoying Florida Golden Girls channel? I hope you guys pop on there and check it out. A cemetery channel. I don't know if Chris can pop that up here for her.
I
But please go over and
dig it
check
now.
out her channel.
I'll put the
She has
link
got
in
such
thread.
great content about Disney. She does tours of cemeteries. She's got some great content coming up in the coming year. Please check out her channel. I thoroughly enjoy it, especially the Disney tours. But I love the cemetery tours too because I'm what they call a uh, t- uh, tapophile, which is somebody who actually enjoys walking through cemeteries. So yeah, so definitely subscribe. Did
I put the
Florida tell you that, Jeffrey? No, she did not. No, she did not. That is the least that I can do for her. She's such a sweetheart. So guys, go over and check out her channel if you can. She's wonderful. Yeah,
Okay.
we
What's
love
next,
our
Jeff?
Florida Golden Girl. What's that, hun?
I said, what's next?
What's next? Okay, we got some more Northwood, guys. Here comes some more Northwood. You ready for this one? Look at this. Chris, 22 for this one. And now this is absolutely stunning. This is called the Northwood Iridescent Carnival Glass Fine Cut and Roses. It's called Fine Cut and Roses. I would assume that they're calling this the Fine Cut in here. And then the roses are around the edge. And look at the iridescence. Isn't that beautiful? Now, what's really cool, if you like stretch glass, you could almost even call this stretch glass because if you look really close, doesn't that look like stretch glass to you? See the edge? See how it almost has that onion skin type of look to it around the very, very edge? But this is more so carnival glass, is what Northwood called it. Now, the feet have a couple of rough spots around the edge where it kind of got banged into something. So it does have some rough spots on the feet, and it does have 3 feet. I have a lot of things here that have 3 feet tonight, except for me. Um, yeah, so they do have a little roughness around the tips on I would say on the toes, not the feet, but the toes. So the toes have a couple of roughness, but you can't see that when it's on a table, and it is just simply gorgeous. And I'll measure it for you. So from one ruffle edge to the other, 7 inches. And its height, let's see, at the highest point, is 3 inches. And it is absolutely beautiful. I'll tell you that Northwood. I was wondering if it had an N in there for Northwood, but it doesn't. On the bottom, I'll show you the bottom. It does have that diamond in the middle. And I know they did that on a lot of their pieces. And that's what they call the fine cut part. And then there's the roses right in there. Isn't this pretty? I just thought that was gorgeous. You could put this out at Easter time with some of those oh, here we go, Chris. Jordan almonds. Those pastel almonds, those candy covered shelled almonds, the French almonds. Yep. They're my favorite. I love those. Yep. Absolutely fantastic. Fantastico. And you can even wear it as an Easter hat. All right. You have it in green and purple. Oh my goodness, Jenny. You got a nice collection in Northwood. That is nice. Green, the green. I seen this in green. The green is beautiful. Love the. I just love anything green anyway, except for me when I'm feeling seasick. All right. Well, we're gonna count this down if anybody's interested. Very,
Show
very
me.
beautiful piece. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop.
There's a question on, do you know how they make stretch glass?
You guys like to test me, don't you? It's
Eh,
sprayed with a chemical. After it comes out of the first firing process, they spray it with a chemical and they refire it. When they refire it, that gives it that onion skin look around the edge. Cannot remember the name of the chemical that they spray it with. One of you guys might know about it. I know test. LOL. Cute.
mm.
Um, so there is some way of test or of spraying it on. I cannot remember the name of it.
Okay, and that's going to Heidi Esterholm for 23.
Heidi for 23. All right, sounds good, Heidi. That's coming to you, honey. I will look it up and I will let you know. And I'll include it on a little index card and I'll tuck it in there. Do you have R2D2 fired up? I'm sure you had him fired up for the holidays. Okay, I think we're coming up on the last. Yep, we're on the last page, guys. Time's at 10. Oh, hey, we're right on time. Look at that.
Are
Then
you
I got
ready
some
to?
giveaways too. I got 3 giveaways for you guys too.
You ready, Jeff?
What? What's that?
It's potassium nitrate.
Potassium nitrate. There you go. So Heidi, potassium nitrate. Thank you, whoever answered that for me.
I answered it for you.
Oh, you looked it up? Thank
Of
you.
course.
I appreciate that.
And not on
Potassium
Google either.
nitrate. Thank you. Look at him. He even puts in the chemical. Oh my gosh, you're too funny. Love it. Bringing me back to chemistry classes. All
Ugh,
right. Last
orbits.
record, I think, of the night. Is this my last record? Or do I have one more? No, I have 2 more records. So here's another one. Who knows this guy? So, Chris, $8, please. Liberace's greatest hits.
Hmm.
Fantastic. And here's the songs that are on it. Does not need an introduction. Everybody knows Liberace. Beautiful album. And there's all the songs. As time goes by. Oh, and he even sings in a couple of these. Yeah. Cement mixer. Cement mixer. What do? Cement mixer. What do? Yep. Very cute. Beer Barrel Polka too. I'll be seeing you. That was his most famous song that he always did. Yeah. He was great. When did this record come out? Oh, where's Mario? Mario, you sleeping? Either that or he's having a party. I don't know. There's no year on this one. Still got its original plastic on it too, guys.
So it is sealed. Oh, it's
Let's
not
take a
sealed, but it has the original plastic on. Okay, there was a question about that.
Yeah, it's not sealed, but it has the original plastic on it. And I was just going to look at the condition of the record. It's phenomenal. I think if it was played, it was probably played one time. There's not even a hair or not even a hint of a scratch, not even a scuff mark on this record. Phenomenal. Made by Columbia. I just don't know what year this came out, unless Chris wants to try to look it up. Liberace's Greatest Hits by Columbia Record.
No,
when it
I'd
came
rather
out.
save that for Mario. That's his thing.
I know. I don't know where he is.
That's okay. No worries.
Oh, you're so welcome, Florida. Anytime, hon. Yeah. Yeah, I liked organic chemistry too. I liked organic chemistry and medicinal chemistry. Those are my favorite. My worst chemistry that I hated, I could not stand it, was biochemistry.
Ugh.
I hated biochem. Oh, I hated it, hated it, hated it. But medicinal chemistry and organic, I love.
I was okay with chem except for the orbits.
I know
That
I'm a
is
geek. What?
orbits. The orbits in chemistry.
Orbits? The gum?
Orbits. No, no, no. Okay. All right.
He was a showman, Lynn. Oh my gosh. I remember my grandmother coming home from seeing him live. She saw him live several times. She loved him because he was Polish. My grandma was Polish. And I told you about my grandma the last show. And she came home and she would always tell me about what he would say when he'd come out and he'd hold out his rings. He'd say, "You like my rings? You better. You paid for them." He was something else. Mr. Showmanship. All right, guys, we'll count it down. Not sure if anybody's interested. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Oop.
3, 2, 1, and stop. You like my rings? You better. You paid for them. Too funny. He
Okay.
was something.
Passing on Liberace.
Okay, no Liberace, no Lee for anybody. Okay, so we're gonna go with some Westmoreland frosted glass. Chris, could you go with $20? Chris knows what this is. Chris fixed one of these ones for us. Well, guys, guess what? This has no chips or repairs. That's some. So here it is, the Doric pattern by Westmoreland Glass. It is marked on the bottom, but it's extremely hard to see. But it is marked somewhere on the bottom. Yeah, it is marked. And you can feel it with your finger, but because of the satin glass, it's very, very hard to see. But it is marked WG. And this was their Doric pattern bowl with that gorgeous lace edge. And there is no damage or repairs to it at all. It is beautiful and it does not glow, I don't believe. No, it does not glow. I mean, if you hold it really close, it might get a little bit of green, but no, there's really not a lot. No, actually, well, if you look at the base from here, it does glow a little bit. Not a lot, though. I would imagine, like, maybe in a glow cabinet, it might glow if you had really strong black lights, but no damage to it at all. Gorgeous frosted glass. Beautiful bowl. And as far as its size goes, from tip to tip, exactly 12 inches. Exactly. Yep. Look at that. Exactly 12 inches. And then across, use that on the center of your table, like for fruit. Let's see here. Am I measuring it the right way here? Let me see. From tip to tip, 10 inches. So 12 inches by 10 inches. And its height is 4 inches. Yeah, beautiful bowl. Put your bananas in there. Beautiful, beautiful. Fill it with fruit. If you put a flower frog in there, put some florist foam or whatever. Put a flower frog in there. Make a nice arrangement. Can you imagine? Imagine all white flowers in this. Oh, how gorgeous. Yep. Love it. Love, love, love. So I'm not sure if anybody's interested in this beautiful thing. Yep. It's beautiful. It really is something. In perfect, perfect condition. Yep. I found this at the Goodwill. I went running in and I saw this sitting on the shelf and I knew exactly what that was right away. At first, from a distance, I thought it was the milk glass version that Chris fixed for can't remember who by was it Dreamboat Annie? I think I got that one. Um and I thought that this was the milk glass one too from a distance until I got up close and I said, "Oh, that's frosted glass." and no damage. All right, so we'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7. Oh, and you can also run a ribbon in and out of here for like Easter, like do different ribbons and stuff, the reticulation for like
Easter
Easter,
eggs. Yep.
for your Easter eggs. Yeah, put your Easter grass in here. I'm telling you, all kinds of things you can do with it. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. It was, Annie? Yeah, isn't it beautiful? I know you love your milk glass. I'm so glad you like that.
That's a pass.
Not a, that's a pass. Okay. All right, no problem. We're gonna move on to a beautiful hand-painted blue pitcher. Look at this, guys. Now, I even asked a couple of my friends if they knew what this was. Um, One of my friends said he said that he looked it up and he said that it's probably not Fenton, but it looks like it's in the style of Fenton. It's not marked anywhere. It does not have a pontil on the bottom, so it's newer. It's not an old piece. It's definitely not Victorian. It has an applied handle. Chris, I'm starting this at $23 though. He's like, this would probably still have been something that would have been, in a higher end like department store. Um, and it's a gorgeous blue. It's an absolutely beautiful blue, and the flowers are hand painted, but and there's no damage to it at all. But it's not Victorian, not super old because the bottom does not have that pontil. There is a little bit of roughness from its age from being used, but he didn't think it was super old. But it is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful vase. The color is stunning as all heck. I mean, I love the color. It's so beautiful. Even if you don't put anything in it. Why put flowers in it when you got flowers on it, right? Why not? Fill it up with water and just put some just like even just like greens, how pretty that would be. But just by itself, I just think it's so gorgeous. And almost right the bottom reminds me of a pumpkin. Very pretty. Beautiful vase. It's got that applied handle to it. I washed it up really good. It's shined up nice. You got to be very careful though around painted objects. Make sure you never ever use an abrasive or a brush or like a Scotch Brite pad or any of those. What do they call those round smiley face things, Chris? Those smiley face sponges. What are those things called?
Scrub Daddy and Scrub Mommy.
Scrub daddies. Yeah, don't do that on here. Oh my gosh. No, no, no. Just a soft sponge or even just your hand, if you're cleaning it because that's hand painted, so you don't want it to rub off. So, yeah, beautiful picture. Very pretty. As far as its height, did I measure its height? Of course not. Why would I do that? But I'm going to do it now. So I'm going to measure it from the front to the pour spout, 10 inches, and then at its highest point, 10 and a half. Really pretty. And its base is about 6 inches at the widest point. Very pretty. All right, so we're going to count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. I should have a t-shirt made for that. I'll sell it on my channel. How's that? And I needed to know why put flowers in it when you have flowers on it. It's true though, right? Why not? It's so pretty. Why put
Uh,
flowers
Lana Cunningham to
flowers on it?
23.
Okay, Elena, thank you so much. All righty. Okay, thank you very much. That is really, really beautiful. All right, last record, guys. Nat King Cole. Where's our Nat King Cole fans? If anybody's interested, Many Splendored Thing, and it's made by and it's with the Longines Symphatic or
Jeff,
Symphonette
eight,
Society. I hope I
Jeff,
said that right. Longines, huh?
$8 start, I'm assuming.
Eight. Yeah,
Okay,
$8.
you
Yep.
didn't say that. Just making sure.
I'm sorry. Nat King Cole, $8. Start. Yep. A Many Splendor Thing. And here are the songs on the back. And there's a lull in my life. I love that. There's a lull in my life. Salting for this freezing rain. Yeah, I know. I gotta look out there too. I wonder if they're doing that. I wonder what's happening here. Did it start yet, Chris? I know we're supposed to get some horrible, horrible freezing rain tonight. Look at this
Nah,
album, guys. Look at this.
not yet.
Gold medal recording. The Longines Symphonette Recording Society.
Oh, nope, it's pouring
Gold
out.
medal quality, our very best. Look at this.
It's pouring and freezing, Jeff.
Is it pouring and freezing? Well, good.
Oh,
We're in
yeah.
here. We're nice and warm and defrosting.
Mm-hmm.
And there we go. Look at that.
Okay,
Beautiful.
looks like we have a bid.
Longines. Longines. I had to look that. I'm like, what's that? Well, Longines Symphonette. I'm like, oh, it's Longines. Longines Symphonette Recording Society. Gold medal recording. Yep. Produced in living sound. So when you play this, it's going to be like you're sitting right next to Nat King Cole while he's singing to you. There he is right there. Rest his beautiful soul. Oh, I love him. What a voice. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Tornado watch in areas of the south. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, be careful, everyone, please. Oh goodness. Keep an eye to the weather. Oh gosh. Not fun.
Chris
It's
Cruz for
Chris
8.
Cruz for $8. Is that what
Yep.
we see?
Yep.
Okay, Chris, I think you're new to me, are you? Welcome in. If you haven't already sent me your info, if you could do that, just send it to my email address right here. Chris will put it up on the screen. He'll scroll it up. Let me just write down your thing. Thank you so much. I appreciate your first bid.
And he's interested in the Liberace album. Do you want to run it, to be fair?
Sure. No, you know what? I'll just put your name right on it. It's right
Perfect.
here. I'm not even going to run it. It's Chris Cruz. I'm going to put that right on there. It's Chris
Okay,
Cruz.
so 8 for both. 8 each. Okay.
8 and 8. All right. Thank you so much. I'm going to guess that your name is Chris. So I'm going to say thank you, Chris.
You're welcome.
No, not you. All right. Thank you so much. So just Chris put all the information on there. So just send it in. You're welcome. Um, yeah, just make sure you send me let me know whether you have PayPal or not. If you don't have PayPal, I have to send you an invoice. I can just email it to you. That's no big deal. So just let me know either way. I need your name, your full address, your zip code, your screen name plus your real name. If it is Chris Cruz, that's great. But just let me know. Sometimes, your name might be John Smith. Who knows? So just make sure you clarify all that with me. And I will send because you're getting two records, those usually go media mail. So that's usually really cheap. So I send them in a record type box. with some bubble wrap in between each record, so that'll protect them. And they go out media mail, so it'll be a lot cheaper for shipping. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Chris. All right, next, actually, this is our last item, guys. Last item, and then we can go back and
Yep,
go
do a
over the
quick
items that did
recap.
not sell.
Yep.
And then we're also going to do the three items that I have for giveaways for those of you that won stuff tonight. What, Chris, did you say something?
No, I'm just agreeing with you.
Oh, okay. So, guys, beautiful. Oh, I love this set. And I was actually going to collect this, but I'm like, you know what? No. No. So what you're getting here, Chris, could you put $18 on the screen? And this is for the whole set here. And this is like basically a set for two. So what you're going to get are two dinner plates. Eh, You know what? Wait a minute. Hold on a second. There's a chip in one of the dinner plates. I just noticed it now. Oh, damn it. Um, if anybody's still interested and you want me to run it, I just noticed there's a chip in one of the dinner plates. I just noticed it now. I'll run it if you want, but I'm gonna lower the price. I'll lower the price to, I don't know. Let's see. I'll lower it to $12 if you guys want me to run it. Otherwise, I'm not gonna bother running it. I
Okay.
just noticed the chip on it on
I
the edge
just
of one of the dinner
I
plates.
just updated the start, Jeff.
Yeah,
Want
if
to just
anybody wants me to run it,
do you want to just explain them really quick for the benefit of the doubt?
yeah. So what these are the anchor hocking bubble pattern. You would get two dinner plates. One of them has a chip. I just felt it with my hand, unfortunately. I'm so sorry. These actually came out between 1942 and 1948. So here's the dinner plates. And these are a light blue. They look clear here, but you can see the light blue. That's the color they are. So there's two dinner plates. One has a chip, now that I noticed. You'll also get two of the dessert plates. Might as well feel these two, double check these. Nope, these do not have any damage. These are in good shape. So there's the dessert plates. You get two of those. Here they are. And again, that beautiful blue color. And they have that nice bubble pattern. And these are made by Anchor Hocking. They have some straw marks in it for manufacturing. And then there's one bowl here. They called this their Coupe, Coupe, soup bowl. But you can also use this as like a serving bowl. So if you want had like vegetables or whatever, so that's what I figured. But now that one of the plates has a chip in it, that kind of really puts a damper on my mind. But I like to be honest. And if you guys are interested in it with the little chip, fine. If not, we're gonna pass on this.
Yep, no bids so
We're
far,
just
Jeff.
no. Okay. So I'm gonna count it down anyway. If somebody's interested, great. If not, that's fine.
Oh,
No problem at
bid
all.
just came in.
Okay. All right, great. All right. Okay, Elena, that's fine. Yep. Just as long as you know that one of them has a chip. Is that okay? I just want to make sure that you know that there is a chip on one of the plates. I'm
Yeah.
checking to make sure there's no more. Yeah, no,
All
it's
right,
just
Jeff.
that one chip.
Yeah, let's count it down,
So,
Jeff.
all right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Me too, Elena. I agree. Stuff that old from the 40s, I mean, that survived that long.
Okay.
Yep.
Elena for 12.
Thank you, Elena. I appreciate it. It doesn't have too far to go, so we won't be getting any more chips. All right, so that's the last item, guys. Now, as far as items that did not sell, I still have this center bowl or fruit bowl still available. This was $20. If anybody's interested in this, absolutely flawless Westmoreland Doric pattern. If you guys are interested in anything, just stop me and let Chris know, bowl or whatever I'm holding up, and we'll go back to it. I'm just letting you know it's still available. Let's see. We have too much. I had this marriage of a beautiful this is the Cambridge Decagon plate and the Westmoreland English hobnail bowl. I did a marriage of the two of these. That's Cambridge glass, has the C and the diamond here. With this, I made a marriage of this. You can use this for like salad dressing. It looks very regal and royal, I thought. I know the bottom of one of the hobnails has a little tiny chip on it, but it's not a big deal because when it's on the table or on a bowl on a plate like this, and it does glow, if that's of any interest to anybody, it is an older piece. That was, let's see, where the heck did I have it? Oh, that was, let's see, 17. I'll mark that down to 15. So blue light special on this, $15 for both of these pieces. So that would be 15 if you wanted this set. Just let me know in the thing, the in the chat rather. The thing.
We have a bid, Jeff. Let's run it.
Okay. All right, Sherry's got 15 on it. All right, Sherry, we're gonna count it down for Sherry. 15 on this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. It's really pretty. And you can use them separate if you want. But I just thought together they were so pretty. Thank you so much, Sherry.
Okay, going to Sherry, confirmed for 15.
All right. Thank you so much, Sherry. You're going to enjoy that, honey. Thank you so much. Let me just put your name down here so I don't forget.
You gotta wait.
Okay. Very good. Thank you very much. All right. And then let me see. Was there something else back here? I got to check through. Yeah, no, nothing. That's it, guys. So the only other thing that's available that I still have is
Basketball.
that bowl. So what I've been doing, anything that doesn't sell, I always put in the comments section on below the video after the fact. So after this video is over, I always list below my video the items that did not sell. So you can just shoot me an email and we can make an agreement that way. Okay. All right. So that being said, I am going to do a giveaway. Now, all of those that won something tonight get to play. And they're all questions tonight. So I have some fun trivia for you. All right. So the three little gifts you guys get tonight, I have this beautiful little glass swan. Isn't he cute? He's got blue going up his neck here, and then he's got a green like tail or rump. Isn't he cute? A little swan or a goose, whatever you want to call him. And the little made in China piece, nothing fancy, but he's heavy. You can use him as paperweight or put him in your window. Very cute. So I had that. I also have this book on ultimate Christmas trees. Creating a dazzling holiday centerpiece for your home. And it has some like little things in here about like how to craft certain things, how to decorate your tree, certain things, how to make some ornaments. It's got all kinds of cool little stuff, cool little things in here. Pearly decorations, and that sort of thing. Fabric decorations. Really neat little book, like a little how-to book. If you wanted a pear tree, all you need is a partridge. There you go. And then also I have the last thing is available for a giveaway is a little. Now I don't know if these are. It's a source of fine collectibles, Avon 1996. Oh, and it's marked 1996 Santa.
Mm.
So he's not marked Santa. He's not marked with the year in the front, so you can still hang him on your tree. I know some people are like, "Oh, I don't want anything that's marked with the year," but it's marked in the back. So you can have that towards the branches. And he's a cute little Santa. He's looking at his good list. And I don't know what he made of. I don't know if that's pewter or, but it's sort of like a heavy metal. And he comes in a little velvet pouch. It's cute. So those are the three giveaways that I have. And we're going to do all questions. So the first question is, okay, you guys ready? Get your
I'm ready.
fingers warmed up. Now this is for everybody, anybody who won something tonight. What is the shortest day of the year called? And I need both words. The shortest day of the year. What is it called?
Stop. Just refreshing, Jeff.
Yeah.
Looks like. Let me check my other feed. Hold on. Because they're literally right on top of each other.
All right. Refresh.
Yep. Yep. So I have JR Winter Solstice. He was the first one.
JR got the winter solstice. Okay, it's the winter solstice. Yep. That's the shortest day of the year. Yep. All right. So that is for JR. Okay, JR, what would you like? Would you like the goose? Would you like the whoops. Would you like the goose? Would you like the Santa Claus ornament? If you want me to show you the Santa Claus ornament again, I can. Or would you like the ultimate Christmas tree book? Yeah, unfortunately, Virginia, we're gonna have to wait for the summer for that.
Mm-hmm.
You did, JR, you did. So which
He's
would you
gonna
like?
take
I
the
don't know if you want
goose. Goose.
you want the goose?
Is getting the goose.
You're getting the goose and the gander. Okay,
Okay.
that's coming to you, JR. And as you guys know, I always adjust the ship. I know it's heavy. I always adjust the shipping down so that you don't pay for the shipping either. That's a gift from me to you, so I'm not going to charge you shipping for that. So I always adjust your shipping, whatever you purchase, I always adjust it down for you. All right, so that is going to JR. You know what I didn't do, Chris? I never wrote all these down here, so I have to make sure I remember here. So that went to JR. Um,
Just write it on the post-it. That's
I gotta
all.
make sure I mark them on my list. I usually put it in my paper too, but I didn't do that because I was so quick in doing this. All right,
Okay.
you guys ready? This is a
Yep.
tricky one now. This is gonna throw a lot of people off now. What is Frosty the Snowman's nose made with? Frosty the Snowman's nose.
Yep. Uh,
Mm-mm. Nope.
mm, wow.
Think of the song.
There we go. Stop. Virginia, hello. A button.
Virginia. Frosty the Snowman was a jolly happy soul with a corncob pipe and a button nose and two eyes made out of coal. Yep, very good, Virginia.
Okay.
And Virginia, that obviously is going with you. And what would you like? Would you like the ornament or the book?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Virginia didn't buy anything, Jeff.
Oh, you did not buy.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Okay. Then the next person on the list then is Kathy
Okay.
Ficker. Kathy Fickerata.
Kathy Ficker. Kathy, which would you like? Would you like the book or the ornament? That's okay, Virginia. You're going to get your little Frosty anyway.
Book. The
So,
book,
book?
Jeff.
Say
Yep.
book? Okay. All
Book.
right, so book for that's Kathy. Okay.
Yep. You know what? They got confused because you did your little trivia thing last week.
Oh, that's okay. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so Kathy, that's coming to you. All right, and the last one is for the ornament. What is the most popular winter sport in the USA?
Stop. First one is Elaine Marie skiing.
All right, Elaine Marie, that's skiing. That's correct. You are right. All right, so that ornament is coming to you, my dear. Okay. Hockey, I would think hockey is curling. I would think
That's Canada.
hockey is probably the most popular in Canada.
Yeah, definitely Canada.
Curling, I can't. I wouldn't imagine like where curling would be. Where was curling invented?
Europe.
Was it Europe? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was.
Why do you have
Um,
skating up on the screen? I thought.
no, no, it's right. Skiing. It's the first one. I hit the
Oh,
wrong button.
oh, you hit the wrong. Okay, I was gonna say. Wait a minute, that's not right.
Yeah, I want to
All
say it
right,
was.
guys.
I think
What?
was it Scotland or. I'm trying to think where curling was invented. Oh,
Well,
anyways.
before everybody heads out, because I know a lot of people are dropping like flies here. They're going off to Betty Bye. I wanted to wish you guys all a very happy new year. I hope the new year brings you guys health, happiness, and everything you wish for in the coming year. Thank you all so much for being here and spending this whole year of 2025 with me and Chris and Toby. And we look forward to 2026 and a wonderful year full of surprises and a lot of fun. I hope to keep on doing this for you. It's a joy for me as it is a joy for you to see you guys every Sunday. Chris, thank you so much for
You're
all your
welcome.
help tonight, and thank you everybody who for all your purchases. I really appreciate it, and for all of your support of my channel. It means so much to me. And yeah, I just hope you guys have a very happy new year and a healthy one. All right, and we will see you guys next year. Sound
Good
good? All right, have a great week and have a happy new year and be safe. Good night, everyone.
night, everyone.